Welcome to Blue Tinted Glasses, the home of Leicester City talk on YouTube. Fan debates, live watch-alongs, post-match reactions, and all the Foxes banter you could ask for. Subscribe now and see the game through Blue Tinted Glasses.
Just into race clear. He's got Jamie Vardy with him. Jamie Vardy sets off. Jamie Vardy! Pull back here for Darwin. Oh, he scored! An absolute belter! That is trademark Abdul Darwin.
This one into the box. Nugent over the top. Oh, what a goal! David Nugent's just scored a beauty. He's made Forest look like fools.
Premier League champions 2016. The amazing Leicester City.
Good evening and welcome back to Blue Tinted Glasses. It is Monday night, which means it is time for, well, it's usually time for the call-in show, but it's not the call-in show. It is the Watchalong, Match Day Live, Watchalong, whatever you want to call it. Leicester City, again, in this busy festive period, are back in action. And this time at home against Derby County. We only played them, a few weeks ago. Little jiggery going on here. We only played them a few weeks ago, but we are back in action against Derby again tonight. And here we are. So, let's get into it. Anil, what's going on, mate? How's things with you this evening?
Yeah, all good. How are you lot? Is having a good one?
All good, mate. All good. Christmas is pretty much over. A couple days of the year to go, and just dreading that next Monday, 5 a.m. wake up on the 5th of January to go to the gym. Dreading it. So, and Leicester play that same day, which today is going to be a shit day, everybody. It's going to be a terrible day. Back to work, back to gym. And watching Leicester. Let me say hello to some people here in the chat. So, a couple of comments that came in early doors here. Another cold night at Leicester. Disappointing lineup. How bad does a player have to be to get drops? Who could he be talking about? Richie says, Rich, we beat Derby not that long ago, so they're either going to be after us or out. Our lads will have the confidence. Let's hope it's the latter. What do you think, Anil? How do you think it's more likely to go? Obviously, we beat Derby a couple of weeks ago. Even when we were in a kind of bad run of form, we beat them. Do you think they're going to be like out for revenge, going for it, Derby? I think they probably will be.
Yes, but I don't think they'll go for it in a way that you expect. So in that game, I remember doing the analysis for that show, and I was really surprised by how John used to set up. I think it was suicidal, and they got done on the break like several times. It was quite a routine win in the end. And that surprised me just because Eustace, I think, is a very underrated manager, especially in the Championship. You know, beat us in the title parade with Blackburn a few seasons ago to keep them up, you might recall. So I'm expecting them to have quite a different approach, and I don't think they'll go for it. I think that they will do, like what they did is they went man for man marking on us, and they just got caught like upfield, and then Fatawu and Jordan James just took the piss. So I think they won't do that. If they do that, then I think we'll beat them easily again. But I don't expect them to do that. I think he's a good manager and he'll have learned his lesson. And I think the issue is that I think we'll learn a lot about Martial. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is the first team that will have played twice, right? The back and forth. So if that's the case, then, you know, you're going to learn, like, because, you know, any managers, you can get undone by something unexpected. And I think maybe, even though we did do that kind of mid-block trick before the match against Derby, he maybe wasn't expecting it. But this time round, we'll see what happens. So I'm a bit worried, to be honest with you, but it does depend a lot on what they're going to do. But I think they will change their approach for sure.
Well, if we did lose, I know we always say, you know, you can never want your team to lose. But if we do lose, I mean, Anil, surely he's gone if we lost this one. Because, you know, maybe, you know, you got to think, right, why wouldn't he have gone after a 4-0 defeat, 4-0 down at halftime to QPR and then losing to Watford? Is it because of the quick turnaround? Maybe, you know, like if he was to go tonight, for example, you've got a week now until the next game. No, we play on Friday, don't we?
Yeah.
Do we play Friday? We play Friday.
Yeah,
okay, so never mind.
We do, yeah.
My logic is already flawed. But you know what I'm saying, right? It was a quick turnaround, but or maybe they just. I mean, I made the prediction a few weeks ago now. Like they're not going to sack him. They're not going to sack him. I don't know. I don't care how bad things go. Maybe they won't. Maybe they just won't do it.
I think your second point is correct because he should already have gone. I've said that to you before. Even when he got that win against Ipswich, which fair play to him, was a very good performance and a change of style. I said to you at the time that I felt he was so lucky to still be in the job by that point. And then to be fair, I thought, oh, wow, maybe he's finally now cracked the code. It looked like he had. And then to just put in his next couple of stinking performances. So I don't think he is going to get sat locked. So do you know what would be very interesting is what happens if we really were like flirting with relegation and they had to, but because I know it just feels so dodgy behind the scenes this season, Locks, even more than usual, that I just cannot believe that. Like I think the last time we did the show, he said if we were a serious club, you'd be thinking Leicester should still be fighting for playoffs at minimum with the squad that they've got. And so therefore, this is a massive underperformance for a manager after this many games. And we've been crap for a long time, but no changes whatsoever. I've seen other managers get sacked, I think, for less.
Some is going on, yeah, like you said. Yeah. I mean, it's like there should be a new Christmas song. Leicester City one, 1,200 staff not paid, 11 stewards hungry, 10 players not asked.
5 goals conceded. Yeah.
Yes, literally, yes. -6 points deducted. But there you go. Right. BTG song coming next year, 2026, Christmas 2026. Somebody asked what I'm drinking, just a Corona today. Although, please excuse me, my bottle opener, and I hope this doesn't take the video down. It is one of these bottle openers. If you know what the from Turkey. There you go. Video demonetized instantly. Right. Let me see some more comments. Morning to you. Yeah, morning if it is morning wherever you're watching from. Morning. Ready to ruin another evening of mine. Clibo 3-1 City. Why not? We'll save get the score predictions done a little bit closer to kick off. Nice to see Marty racking up the changes after that great display on Boxing Day. Fox on the box agrees Jakob should have been dropped. Ipswich just scored against Cov. I was willing to give Marty a chance, but this unwillingness to change poor form players is like RVN all over again. Right, talking of the players, talking of the team and ill, let's bring it up, mate. So one change, and it isn't a forced change. Well, technically it is, because Ricardo needs to have some time out on the bench with his legs up and recovery. But yeah, what do you think, Anil? I mean, I imagine you're just thinking, well, same old, right?
This is another thing where I think objectively you can just say a manager is crap. I just don't get it. Like, this is pretty much the same team that's played for the last 2 games now and been awful in both of them. Like, what message does it send? You need to be making some changes. I mean, what's really annoying about the Stolarczyk thing is many of us were saying he should have been dropped from the team for a couple of games before he's made those blunders, right? Because you can feel it, you can sense it coming. That's the problem when you keep these players that are out of form. You need to pull them out for a bit, give them a bit of break, just let them, while the rest of the team can maybe catch up with them. So it's a good question. What would they change? I mean, the thing is, right, is I think that is still probably our best 11. But the thing is if your whole 11 is out of form, you've got to make changes to, like, because what does it tell you, the rest of your squad? That it doesn't matter how badly these guys play, you're still just going to be on the bench. That's a stinking attitude to have, right? You know, yeah, Carranza has looked bad every time he's come on, right? But, like, you know, if the other players drop in 4 out of 10, surely you deserve your chance to, like, you know, stake a claim. So I think it's really poor management. I would have freshened it up with like 3 or 4 changes, especially in the middle of the park, to maybe try and get us more energy. So starting Lewis Page again, something like that. Aaron Ramsey's come back off injury. It's a few things that could be tried there. So I'm very disappointed, and it makes me worried for what on paper should, I think, you know, given that we beat them fairly comfortably last time, you should expect a routine win, but I don't now.
What are your thoughts, Anil? I'm seeing a few people, and it came up on Good Morning Foxes yesterday morning. Some people are saying the manager wants the sack, and I strongly disagree. I know what you're saying because of the team, you know, the team selections and stuff. But this is the biggest job the manager's ever had. This is the biggest job, Marty. You know, if this doesn't work out, it's gonna put his career back a couple steps, right? Like, you'd think his next job is either abroad or a lower. You know, I mean, we're a lower end championship team at the minute, but you know what I'm saying, right? You know, so whereas, you know, when he took the job, I'm sure he had in his head Enzo Maresca. Like, look at Enzo, brilliant season in the championship with a squad that's good at this level. Who knows what happens if I have a good year? 2 years, whatever, right? So I think there is nothing this manager would like more in ill than to turn it around. It's just so far he's not been able to do that.
You say that, but do you know that meme of like, this is fine, where you've got that little dog sitting there and everything's on fire? I feel that could be used to summarize so much of Leicester. It's definitely the owner. I think Top is one of those that he knows that both his business empire and his club is going to shit. And rather than care about it, he's just decided to take the sort of like joyful, I don't give a shit type of routine on it. And I think the manager might be the same. I don't know. The thing is, you just look at his facial expression. I think at first he did, because the thing is, right, is we've seen this happen before. Yes, that you could replace that with Marty, Top, Frodkin, just about anybody in there, right? There's so many people like that. Yeah, I'm just looking at his facial expression. I just don't think he's up for it. I think worse, though, if I'm being honest with you, Locks, I think the players kind of are just going through the motions and they want him to be sacked as well. Like there was a big one where, what game was it? Was it against, it might have been against Watford, maybe it's in QPR, but I remember Vestergaard went down with an injury and the rest of the team went over to Martin. You could start talking about
QPR.
And at that point in time, we were still a little bit on the ropes, right? I don't think we'd conceded, or maybe we had conceded one, but he really needs to get into the team and sort them out. But you just looked at the players and they were just like, a little bit when I'm trying to make a joke with you, you're just in one ear and out the other. You're just like, yeah, whatever, whatever. Yeah.
No, I saw somebody say online that the players weren't looking him in the eye when he was, he was talking to them. None of them looked him in the eye. They were just like, fiddling with their water bottle or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
something like that.
They ain't buying what he's selling. That's the problem.
Yeah. Genuine question for you, Locks. We know you don't want Warnock, but objectively, do you think he gets more of this squad than Marty does? It's hard to say, man. I mean, maybe for a few games. I don't know. Like, I hear the argument for any other manager. Like, I'll hear it, but I just don't think Warnock's the one. I think there's others out there that I would probably prefer over Warnock, and that's saying quite a bit because there's not really many managers out there that I would want. But I was speaking with someone yesterday who actually thoroughly dislikes Marty Cifuentes and wants him gone. And I said, "What happens, mate?" No. I said, "What happens, mate, if we get rid of Marty and they go for Russell Martin?" And he was like, "I'd rather stick with Marty. I'd rather keep Marty until the summer." I was like, "Well, I know that's not the only two options, but in this club it is a nil. In this club we sack Martin, we do go for Russell Martin, and then imagine the fucking outrage online. Jesus Christ, it's crazy, because it's like when we got Rude, right? We got rid of Cooper, everyone was happy." And then a few weeks into Rude, we're like, oh, shit. Like, Cooper wasn't good, but he was better than this guy. That's for sure. Do you know what I mean?
Well, Rude gave up as well. And that's the vibes I get off Marty as well. I just feel seeing someone on the touchline and they're going through the motions, but I just don't think they care. Like for Rude, it was that Brentford game. I could just see him. He's just like, what are this lot doing? Like they got no chance if they can't even defend these basic things. And they wouldn't be surprised if Marty's the same. If there's a manager change, the reason why I disagree a little bit there is I said this before, right? Like I was interested even in the summer to see what exactly Marty would do. And I do think that's still a mistake he's done is he's basically kept with most of the old players. Whereas I think that I'm not saying this would have worked. It could also have backfired, but you could have really pushed for playing the young players and, blooding them early and getting their energy and their drive and accepting that you might have a bit of a bad first 10 games, but then once they start getting used to the pace of the championship, their quality starts shining through, right? Like I said to you, I don't know if you've seen these videos about what Bielsa did at Leeds, but he completely changed the way that they lined up, went for all this pace, launched the careers of many of their players, had them playing murder ball. So maybe a manager could try something like that, just give there's obviously some cancerous people in that dressing room, right? But I know what you're saying. You're just saying it will change the manager and it'll still be Jordan Ayew playing up top. It'll still be Wout Faes restored in the centre-back. And what's it going to achieve?
Maybe it won't be. Maybe they will go the other way and play Lorenz Hutchinson or someone. Do you know what I mean? You just don't know. You don't know. Luke's going to be here in just a sec, guys. Don't worry. Score predictions in now. Also, I've just been sent this photo from Steve. No Top, obviously, at the stadium again. It's I think it's John Rudkin and Andrew Neville and a couple of the managing director, interim managing director, and Anthony Herrley as well, the director of if you listen to Fox's Talk, director of non-communication. So there you go. So
Top
here he is.
Pussio.
Here he is in his vest, as always. What a guy. Look at him. He's tired. 3 a.m. is it, Luke? 3, 4?
3:45. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I just seen the starting 11 while I was taking a piss, sitting down like a bitch, and I can't believe that the only change is Hamza Chowdhury, Stuart Coley, Marty Cifuentes is just stealing up all my fucking oxygen. I should have just gone back to bed, to be honest with you. Like, that is just the most retarded 11 I've seen after all that. I just want him gone. I want this over with. I'm sick of complaining. There's a cancer in this club, and I know that Marty's getting rid of him is probably not going to fix it, but for fuck's sakes, it's got to be better than what we're seeing now, surely.
Yeah. I hear you, mate. I hear you. Right, score predictions in the chat. Anil, if you can give me yours, please, mate, that'd be great.
1-1.
1-1. Luke, what are you going with, mate?
Derby 4, Leicester City 0.
Wow. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Leicester win. 2-1. And as always, everybody, the clock is here at the top. Please don't spoil anything or you will be kicked out of the chat. I'll keep bringing some score predictions up. The game has started. Kevin, 2-0 to Derby, as Derby have already got it down here on the right-hand side. Luke Thomas falls over. Put back in. Cleared by Coley.
That
was nearly a very early start, yeah. Already here, boys. Already here. It looks bad.
Oh,
it looks terrible already.
Hell, man.
It looks absolutely shocking. This is a continuation of the Watford game. Just a continuation already. And as James says in the chat, we already look rattled.
Fucking Akoli, shitty ass walking mop. Fucking stupid haircut, stupid fucking. I'm really pissed off.
It's early for Luke, and he's feeling it. Yeah, really bad already. Really bad.
Did we have kickoff as well? We did as well.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, Bobby Reid kicked us off.
Yeah. Perfect opportunity to take the game to the opposition, give them a corner in a minute.
2-0 Ipswich against Coventry, guys.
Yeah, that's twice that I've beaten them. Well, I told you, if you look at the underlying metrics, even though we beat them pretty convincingly, Ipswich should be second place. So it looks like those teams will be 1 and 2. Oof. Who is that?
I've just remembered as well, we've got this horrible centre-back for Derby, that tall, gangly, lanky one. Hate him. He's the one who was given JJ shit in the last time we played.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it has started unsurprisingly, as we said.
Yeah. They have started pressing us though. Again, that's the strategy they tried in the first game. It didn't work out for them. So let's see.
Marty has turned the entire team into a rabbit in headlights. Every single player has declined. That's true though. That's a good point, right? Every player looks shit scared. They look, when another team attacks them, they look shit scared. I don't know if any of you have noticed that.
I mean, they're feeling
confident. Yeah. Go on.
Sorry, no, you go, brother.
Well, I was just gonna say, I mean, it's confidence though, right? That'll happen to any team when you lose. Even Man City last season, do you remember when they were on that terrible run? They started looking gash as well.
Yeah, because we put in our best performance of the season against them. I think that Man City game, which we lost, obviously, but.
He's only improved one player for me, which is Oliver Skipp. Maybe you could say Bobby Reid, but...
And maybe the reason Skipp looks good is because everyone around him looks so shit.
Well, do you remember what we said when we said that there's a reason why players like Yannick and Samari start looking good when they weren't good enough the season we got relegated? Is because that was the new level of the team, right?
Yeah,
Samari was never getting into the team when you had Maddison, Tielemans and Didi, right? But when all those players are gone, all of a sudden...
Yeah, very true. Luke, we were talking before the game, mate, and saying, do you think there's any chance Marty wants to get sacked?
No, because he paid for his way to be here, because he recognises that it's probably the best he'll ever be able to work with, whether we think how shit they are or not. He would have been rubbing his hands to give it the prospect of coming here and stealing all our fucking oxygen at the fancy Seagate facilities. No, I don't think he wants to get sacked. I think he I think you hit the nail on the head on the Sunday show. I think he's a nice guy that's come at the wrong time. I don't want to give him money either in January, by the way. I just don't. Like, we've still got Faze on the bench. We've still got IU playing a full 90 minutes. There's no Evans even on the bench. There's no Buddy or Luca starting in place of Coley. Like, it's just like Coley's just never going to cut it in English football. Let's have it right. Like, he's just not. He's too much of a calamity waiting to happen. He scares me. Imran just said it as well. He scares me more than Faze, man, to be honest with you. Faze is still on the bench. No winks, but I don't know.
I trust Okoli more defensively than Faze.
I don't. 100% don't.
Defensively, I do, but with the ball, I shit myself. I shit myself when it's near him.
Well, that's pretty fucking important as a defender, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it depends on how you play, right?
That scares me more. Yeah, I know what you're saying, though, Lux. I know what you're saying.
Like one-on-one defending, I trust Okoli a little bit more than Faze, just because I think Faze just dives in way too easily. But yeah, like passing-wise, yeah.
They both have bad concentration, though, to be honest. Well, look, I'd say this, like, now the game has settled down. This is more what I was expecting. So in the first game, they were pushing up high and they were trying to take the game to Leicester. But now they've kind of sat back a bit and they're letting us dictate the play. The problem is, I think that'll work into their hands. Well, that's the issue, right? And that's why you've got to be careful on it. Because look, on the transition, that's the weakness. He's done the right there, Okoli.
Okoli's so good. Great. I was just talking shit. He's great. More than Italian international he is.
He's going to score 8 goals, Luke.
Yeah, he's going to score 8 goals.
Yeah, back to Fatau. Hamza's there. He's going to play it back to him. Fatau's like, I ain't passing it to Hamza. Oh, goal, surely. Yes!
Bobby Reid.
Easy. What an easy goal. Bobby Reid, the GOAT.
Fatau to Bobby. Much better.
To be fair, it was Mabadini to the back post. Fatau did the right thing. He didn't pass it to Hamza. He thought, fuck that. I'd rather take on 2 men than pass it to that guy.
You sexy bastard.
Yeah. Wakanda forever.
Bobby Reid, I mean, fair enough. He's having quite a good season in the struggling team. But look at his positioning there. Look at Bobby. The position he takes up, it just drifts in there. Good run off the ball here. Just pulls back.
We got lucky there because I was ready to slate Hamza for not putting himself in the right position to receive the ball there for Fatau. Is that?
I would be going ape shit, man, if that was my team defending. How is nobody
horrendous.
on Bobby Reid?
Yeah, he was there for ages as well, just properly ghosting in. Yeah, that guy on the floor is like, "Oh, what are you doing? It's your fault, mate. You fucking drift."
Yeah, what about that lumberjack number 5? Fucking give them
number 6 is the biggest cock. Hello to Ethan's mum. Ethan's mum has got it going on. Hope you're doing well.
100, Ethan's mum.
Did you just proposition her, or?
That's like saying, "Hey, how are you?" 100.
Nice.
How many is he on now for the season, Bobby Reid? 5 or 6?
God, it's got to be 5 goals, I think. It's got to be 5
How
goals.
many games he played? I mean, 5 from 20 even is pretty decent going for that position.
So is this off? Is this our good half?
Oh yeah, well,
16 games, 4 goals, or 5 goals now with that one. 5 goals, yeah. 16 games, 5 goals.
Man. That's impressive.
Yeah, because they're not all starts, right? I bet he's only started. I want to say he started like 9, maybe 9 starts, 5 goals.
I mean, no one had him as the 10 at the start of the season. Do you know what? Though? I'd like to find a way. Can we get Bobby Reid and Aaron Ramsey and Jordan James and Skip all into the team at the same time? I don't know.
We have to go back 3 for that to happen.
What I'm saying, look, is I just want to see the team have all the good players in the team, right? And I still think that Aaron Ramsey's a good player. So him being on the bench is like, well, in some ways it's good because it means Bobby Reid is playing well, right? But like, is there a way that you can somehow get another player in?
3-2-4-1.
Could you try Ramsey as a false 9? I don't know. Don't donkey eye you in the team. Well, that's funny though. That's 2 games in a row that basically, because we scored quite early, I think, against them last time, did we not? Felt like it.
Yeah, but we just take our foot off the gas all the time, man, don't we? We know this.
Watch out the overlapping run.
What's Hamza?
I mean, that's goal.
Oh my god!
My god! You could see that coming a million miles away, man.
Oh my god! Look at this comment that just came. Man. Look at Graham Brock 30 seconds ago. Clean sheet coming up. Fucking hellfire. That is just typical. I was going to say
That
this
was
is
about
our
a
good
minute.
half, but
Let's watch this transition.
As soon as that ball, I mean, you'll blame Hamza, but the thing is the system. He's got a tough choice there. He can't be in two places at the one point in time, right? So
2.5 minutes.
Look at the man marking
yeah,
there.
just as you said, their guy was guilty. You'd be complaining. You got to complain here. Who's picking up the late runner? Nobody.
That's meant to be
Nelson.
Mavadidi's man, maybe, or JJ.
I think it could be.
Oh,
Skip,
he's been
maybe.
beaten in the post as well. What's the logic? Fucking hell, man.
Could the keeper have done better there?
Perhaps,
Yes.
but at the end, they're giving them a direct shot on goal. That's ridiculous. They got ahead nice and early. And how long's that lasted? 1 minute?
2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Clibbo. Well, Clibbo, you did predict 3-1 Leicester, so you're still on, mate. Your prediction still on.
I went 1-1, so predicted it early. Wow, couldn't see that. 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. Crazy.
Fucking hell, Ryan Brewster as well. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just add. Well, do you know what? Apparently he's been half decent in the Championship. Never a Premier League. You know, who was it? Liverpool. So Sheffield United paid 20 million, didn't they, from Liverpool? They're so
Look,
good.
Coley is. Sorry, go.
Liverpool is so good at fleecing clubs. 12.5 million for Danny Ward. Never forget.
Yeah, did you see they got 45 million for Jarell Quansah
That's insane.
in the summer from Bayer Leverkusen? I know he's highly rated, mate, but 45 million.
No, I think with that one, if I'm being honest, I think that they paid more for Wirtz, but they did it in such a way to make it so that they got some money.
True.
So I reckon he only cost 30 million, and they paid a bit extra. But still, I mean, I would still say 30 million is a lot for him. As you say, he's a decent player, but he never looked like that sort of level.
He's great on Football Manager.
There you go. Oh no.
Well in, Hamza. That's ours. Goal kit.
Done well.
Graham says there was a wink in my clean sheet comment. Was it? I don't think it. I wouldn't call it a Jakob fuck up from what I saw. I just think he could have done better. Big club premium. Clubs assume they are better because they're coming from a big club. What, like Oliver Skip? 20 mil.
That's a good example of a rinse thing, isn't it? I mean, to be honest, if you could say the same with us with like Connor Cody as well. Oh, he's come from Leicester. He must be a good player. Ask any of the Wrexham fans. They're sick of him already.
Dominic.
Wow, man. Stop perving on my breast, you fucking loser, scumbag piece of shit, tuning in to watch our stream, hate watching. You guys are so fucking bitter over, a season, 2 seasons ago, where you guys had all the money, the most expensive squad in the league, and you still flopped in the fucking playoffs. I can't wait for you to join us down here next year so I can give you guys the fucking dick. You're a bitch.
Oh my God.
You're a fucking bitch. Get a life, bro. It's holiday season. You're coming here to hate watch on Leicester City because you're still bitter about losing 2 seasons ago. You fucking flop. Now you're banned. You can't even say shit back. Fuck out of here. Fucking loser. Give the knee, you bitch. What if you won nothing since the fucking 90s? You want to come here talking shit? We are a bigger club than you. You've got a bigger fan base and you're all fucking dickheads. Great. You guys are surrounded by fucking idiots up north there, you fucking flop.
Did he remember you from 2 years ago? He remembered
Everyone
you from
does.
2
They
years
all,
ago.
and by the way, this came for no reason. But this is why I hate Leeds, man. For no reason, they just started hating us that season because they were jealous. Fucking shit, bro. Absolute shit. How did Perot work out for you as well, bro? Suck my fucking balls, you bitch.
Oh, I saw Joel Pirro's available for a loan. I saw that Preston are interested. Would either of you take him on loan in January?
That's how good fucking Leeds are, bro. Preston interested in your fucking shitty ass striker you paid 15 million for. Fucking Daka's nearly better than him. That's how shit you are.
Would you take Pirot, Luke? Would you take Pirot at Leicester on loan?
No, I wouldn't. No, I don't want anyone from fucking Leeds. Thanks for giving us all that money for JJ, by the way, you fucking idiots.
Right, let's...
Who said Luke hadn't woken up yet?
Yeah, he's woken up now. We need to sack Marty after tonight if we lose. Yeah, I think we're all in agreement with that one. Cheers to Danny.
Jake Evans to chat there. Not surprised if he's a bit bitter about Marty.
Luke, we've got a Leeds fan here, Danny, who's actually saying smash a like and subscribe, everybody. So Danny's a good guy. Danny the Leeds fan.
I'm sorry, Danny, bro. If I met you in person, bro, I'd kiss you in the mouth. Don't worry.
Domino Kid says, this has showed me this is down to the manager. A good manager that can work these boys to be men like Pearson. We would always have a fighting chance. With Marty...
Go on.
Wait, what? Eat paella like Johan Cruyff at Barca. What? Yeah, Ipswich rolled over Caveat. Apparently, Hamza might have tweaked his hamstring. Somebody said.
You can only hope.
Excuse my foul language, by the way. Yeah, Ethan's mum. I'm sorry.
If he'll for £5, he'll repeat it all for you in Afrikaans.
No, I just woke up.
I bet it sounds amazing in Afrikaans. That level of vitriol and hate.
15 minutes in, everybody. 15 minutes in. Gone a bit dead, hasn't it, this game?
Yeah, we've got shell shock there. We've got possession of the ball, but not making so much happen. I think Fatawu looks dangerous today, which is good. Bobby Reed the same. JJ a bit quiet so far. Maybe we can get him into the game. It's so dumbass though, man, that the goal we conceded. Just done the hard work, right? Just all you got to do then is just counter the opposition. Bozos.
Hey, Brigham, mate. Hope you're doing well. What did he say? Sat Marty bringing an English manager to steer the ship. Brigham from New Zealand, I think. I reckon, Luke. I've seen Brigham. I've seen photos of Brigham. I reckon that if you two sparred, I think he'd have you.
Probably. How many black eyes have I come in here with? I'm shit.
You got an iron jaw, though, mate. Here's Ben Nelson. Advance. No one made the run. Yeah, it was a fun 3 minutes, Ray, where we had the lead. Yeah.
Man, that goal's brutal to see again. Just the amount of space they've got, completely free option.
I don't know how I just noticed this, guys, like just now. But if you look at Ben Nelson, like on the side just there, that bony face, I hate to admit this, but he looks kind of like Kramer from Seinfeld.
Who?
Ben Nelson, wait till you see that side angle of his face again.
Brigham says no way.
Thank you, Steve.
Luke, would you say, what's the perception over there with you? Yeah, like who's harder, like New Zealand or Australia? Who are the harder blokes? No homo. Not that comment.
I don't know, to be honest.
I reckon,
if you're trying to baby the slagging off NZ, I don't know, bro. Like if we're talking like sports wise, bro, like I don't think there's anyone more intimidating than the All Blacks, to be honest with you.
Nah, bro, that hacker stuff's cringe, man.
I love it. I reckon it's awesome, dude. I reckon it's fucking awesome. I reckon they would hype me up if I was like a white Kiwi of a bunch of like Maoris like next to me, fucking screaming, doing that'd be awesome.
Here we go. Here's a chance for Tau. He's got Ayu there. He doesn't want to pass to Ayu. He's going to try and go his own way.
That was pretty good, though.
Why has he let that go out? He could have.
I don't know.
Did you see that? He just started walking. He could have kept that in. What the fuck?
Oh, he's moved the team up, Phil. It's all right. Oh, backwards. Okay.
Get it forward!
Announce Imran, get him in as manager.
Yeah.
That's all he's got to do. What are your tactics? What's your half-time team talk?
Who's on the floor here?
Mavididi, I think. Or Bobby Reed, sorry.
Bobby Reed, 14, yeah.
Get up, man.
No, he's actually hurt.
Yeah.
Bobby Reed don't stay down for nothing.
Yeah,
I'll tell you who would love to go and give some treatment to him right now. Kate. Keep a lookout. She might run off on the pitch. She loves Bobby Reed.
Guys, why has he gone to the ground for that? He's just tickled his tummy and he's still on the fucking floor. I don't understand when players do this
Nah,
shit.
he looks hurt, bro. He looks hurt.
From
He looks in a lot
what?
of
He just
pain.
got tickled in the ribs and now he wants to lay on the ground like a bitch.
I don't know. I think you got it wrong with Bobby Reed, man. He don't stay down for nothing, Luke. I've never seen him stay down for no reason.
This is one thing I don't understand the sport in the UK, man. Like when you get fouled and then you don't get your fucking foul, so you just lay on the floor to be like, "See, I'm actually hurt, ref. Do something." Well, just fucking get up, you bitch.
Cheers, Danny, mate. Hope you had a good one, pal. Nice to see you, mate. Yeah, wait till you see the. Wait, I hope there's a slow motion replay here, Luke, of the challenge.
Nah, it's pretty soft. I don't know what happened. It seemed like he pulled something.
I think he's hurt, boys. I think you're being harsh. I think he's fucking hurt.
No, he could be hurt, but I'm just saying it wasn't the challenge. I think he.
Oh, okay. You reckon he's already nursing something and he's just. How did I look at those pants and shoes? That is honking.
Oh, Marty. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, this is different.
Let's see this.
It's completely free. Can't let the number 10 be free in the box.
Marty strikes me as someone that wears Crocs at home.
Apparently, he stood on his foot.
Okay.
It's all right. We've got Ramsey if he needs to go off. We've got Ramsey to come on.
Yeah.
Nice, another idiot. Done well there.
Hit it! Hit it! DP, we're on the official club footage, mate. So if you're watching on Sky, yeah, you might have different highlights to us, different replays and shit. I mean,
have you spoke about the
whole?
Sorry, I've got the worst timing talking, guys.
You want to talk about the stewards? You want to talk about the stewards? Well, they've corrected the decision today. They emailed all the staff at whenever like midday today and basically said we've sorted it out and you're gonna have your food vouchers basically. So but the question is, is that because they've been shamed? They've been shamed online.
Yeah. Thank you, Lux. That's all I wanted to ask. Is it like are the club only doing that but because Domino's have come out and offered them pizza? Like that's how fucking embarrassing we are.
Yeah, it's horrific. Like just the PR, man. You know what I mean? It's like if this was just an isolated incident, like it wouldn't be spoken about that much. But it's just another thing after another after another after another. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, where are these happy clappers that talk fucking out their ass about loyalty when we're getting dicked with all these points deductions that are meant to be coming? Where they're charging me $50 Australian a month
about the loyalty
games. Mate, they're treated like Anil's been called.
Offside.
All right.
They've been treating us like customers, like disrespectfully. I'm getting charged Aussie dollars 50 a month and £25 a month, roughly, to watch these games, and I can only watch it. There's no replay for them. There's no HD. It's not the greatest. You guys are watching on my gerbil internet, but for me and my end, it's the worst of all the streaming platforms I've seen for sports. And they're charging me like what Netflix. I get charged $15 a month, and I can watch all these different things at will when I want. This is the most expensive fucking streaming service I've ever seen. And they're just absolutely robbing me. And then I need a VPN to watch some games as well, even though they say it's international, so they're lying to me.
Sorry, I was just going to jump in there. Is Salty? We're not all paying for Fox's hub, mate. Like we're watching Luke's. Just to be clear. But yeah,
allegedly. And then they do this to the stewards. They're paying their staff late before fucking Christmas. But don't worry, we'll give you a warm beer maybe in the next couple of games. Like, come on, man. Like they treat us like shit. And like now, at the time, I thought Anil was being harsh with Top in that interview, but now I'm just like, he's right, man. Like, what was the fucking point of that? Bunch of hot air.
Well, they haven't
He's
even
not-
given out free beer this year, Luke. They've said, "Oh, you get a special discount of like fucking 20%. No, you can get it for a £5.50 or £5 or something."
No way, really. Then you know things
Yeah,
are
no
honking
free
if they
beers.
haven't
Yeah.
done the free beer, man. I hate to say it, but Ragsy's redeemed. He's the one that said that Talk Top did was load of hot air. We're like, come on, you got to give him a chance. You got to give him, but it's just proved to be. I always
Although
think
we
even when they
could-
did it, go on.
I was going to say we could hire Pep Guardiola, bring Kin and Dewsbury Hall back, and Ragsy would still fucking moan about something. To be fair,
Yeah, he would. Why have we spent so much money on Pep? Can't
Yeah.
afford his wages.
yeah.
I was going to say, that
Chan.
offside, by the way, Hamza was actually playing a striker onside. We're lucky Okoli came back for it. Obviously, the ref waved for it anyway, but
Yo,
yeah,
Luke,
it's a
look on,
dead game.
look on StreamYard, Luke.
What is it?
Just look. Tell me when you're on.
I'm on.
All right. Do you want to see my how I open beers now?
Yep. Hey, you know what that is? You know why that's very Australian? All the Australians here, and even the Kiwis will understand that bottle opener is like proper barley. Like when you go to
Yeah,
Bali,
man.
they have those penis bottle openers everywhere, man. But they're more like brown and wooded and look kind of chocolatey.
Kit, where's Ragsy? Ragsy is. Oh my god. Oh, Luke. Ragsy is in India. He's actually in India. Go on, hit it! Oh,
Good
Thomas.
Thomas, yeah.
Ragsy's in India. He'll be back soon. Ragsy's.
Do you know what? Michael's right there. The season did go downhill after the 100 grand sponsor. After we changed that, I'm thinking results did go to shit, didn't they?
Yeah, smash the photo frame behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was that comment? Oh yeah, it's 200 grand, by the way. They actually, they might be back in the future actually. But yeah,
Nice.
that's what I was gonna say. I think it's the BC game. It's as soon as BC game was announced on the shirt, that's when it went downhill.
That's true. That is true. That was about 10 games in, wasn't it?
Ragsy on a Manny's not here. He left the channel because he's a knob, so he's not here anymore. Everybody, he's a prick, so that's why he's not here. He'll start his own channel one day, I'm sure. Where he's gonna stare in the mirror for 5 hours a day. Not Manny. Ragsy is in India on a scouting trip. Somebody said, yeah, he's gonna find some Indian wonder kids to come and play for Leicester.
All right, that was nice.
Nice.
Playing it back
Go on,
there.
Skip. Go on.
Go.
Unlucky. You should have played it. I hate to say it to IU there, but move broke down.
The game is just not entertaining at the minute, people. 26 minutes in. Luke is a legend, says Steve. Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Legend. I've completely lost the tension while watching Foxes. Used to have that feeling in the gut the whole game. It was gone. I assume the worst now.
Yeah. It's just like zombie football. That's what I say. It's just like they're walking around, they're doing stuff. You just don't really feel that excitement.
Luke.
Who's this caveman on the ball? Number 5.
Oh, they're the centre back. Yeah. That's their captain, isn't it? I think.
Okoli, mate. 8 goals a
Matt
season.
Barkley.
Italian
Yeah.
international.
It's
No,
funny.
that's
I'm looking at the average ratings for both teams, and it's just like every player on the pitch is like crap.
Look at this. Look at this from J-Boy. J-Boy, unfortunately, mate, you are incorrect because Luke over here, who's watching the game, is from Australia, mate, where he can legally watch the game. And unfortunately, you are a retard, my friend. J-Boy, you are a retard. We're all in Australia. We're all in Australia. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. We're all in Australia.
Good day.
J-Boy, you must have tuned in just to say that fucking stupid comment, you absolute moron, because I just ranted to you about how I'm paying 50 Australian dollars a month to watch this game. you're also getting banned for being a fucking idiot. Actually, not just staying here. I just want to just keep embarrassing yourself to the whole chat, you fucking moron. Make yourself look really fucking stupid. We're gonna have to unban J-Boy. What a stupid fucking name, bro. But yeah, what a flop.
Do you agree with this? Who agrees with this? Zero intensity players have given up. What we say?
There's no like desire to want to win the game and just going through the motions. That's what I'm saying. It's really weird.
Oh, look, there's your boy on the floor again, Locks.
Yeah, always on the floor.
Is there a
We
loophole
need
on
a
the
count.
bench?
We need like a running count in a match and have it as like a bingo. Who can get the closest without going over for the Okoli on the floor ometer?
Come on, Banana. What a legend.
Luke is infinitely more interesting than the match. I'll tell you that much. You legend.
This is an ass game. This is an ass game, lads. This is an ass fucking game. I think I'd rather be getting spanked 4-0.
Well, this is going back to like, do you remember when we just all the games were 1-1 and we just like had like one shot on goal the entire match? That's what I'm getting vibes of right now.
And it's like their goal just sucked all the life and the air out of. Do you know what I mean? It's just I don't know.
How bad is it as well, like in a state of affairs, like, sorry to complain again, that like we don't feel comfortable when we go 1-0 up. We feel like we've got to be 3-0 up. And we also don't feel comfortable when we have a win because we're like, oh, well, we don't know what Leicester City we're going to get the next week. You know what I mean? Like, we're just never comfortable. I think it says a lot about Martia where we have a club right now.
Well, look, this is the off season, isn't it? I think it's going to be huge.
Are you, man?
Classic.
Frustrating, huh?
Big time.
Where's Chowdhury? What the fuck?
Why is Nelson now the right back and Chowdhury's...
Because Chowdhury's out of position.
Chowdhury's at centre back now. Oh my god.
Don't worry, Nelson will be there to do your work for you again, Chowdhury. Fucking prince.
That happens a lot with Marty because of the rotations. I think it's a big glaring weakness. Yeah, man, I feel like almost nothing's happened since they got their goal. Luke Thomas shot. That's been about it, isn't it?
Our current record, by the way, in the league is 8-8-8 with a -1 goal difference.
Wow, it's mediocrity. I think if there was no points deduction, the management would just be, not management, the ownership would be happy with that. Just like, all right, whatever. We'll sort this shit out in the summer, or it's the next person's problem. Because that's the other thing, isn't it? There's more and more rumors of the club being sold, which must be the case. It must be the case. But I think if you look at how inept they are, I wouldn't back them to be very good at, like, you know, how like some clubs can sell for like a ridiculous amount of money and get good owners coming in.
The question I asked on Good Morning Foxes yesterday, lads, was: has the manager kind of unintentionally gaslit the fan base into thinking the players aren't as good as they are? So in terms of like, has the poor management and our performances this season made fans think, yeah, this team's shit, when it's actually not necessarily a shit team, right? But it just looks so shit under this manager that a lot of fans are just like, well, we're just a crap team. We're just a crap team. You know, you look at 2 years ago, Mavididi, 17 goals and assists. Fatawu, like 15 goals and assists. Do you know what I mean? Ben Nelson was coming off the bench or making the odd appearance looking really good. Vestergaard was the best centre-back in the fucking league, you know? Jakub, when he played, was one of the best goalkeepers. Yeah, that's a bit of a different, right? Jakub's low on form, right? But you know what I'm saying? When he'd play, he was good. It just feels like the team under this manager and the style of play and all of that stuff is just making the players look.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is that the lethargy is setting for a long time, right? After that poor Premier League season and multiple managers. I think is worse than that. I think just the entire culture at the club is obviously just honking, isn't it? Right? Because the thing is look at now when he's testing times, the owner, when's the last time Top was at the ground?
I think he was there the Stoke game, I think, one game then. But one game in like the last 3 months, I know, is your point.
Well, exactly. I'm just saying it's an awful, like basically there's some awful culture throughout the club, isn't there? You just don't know. I mean, you know, like the Fatawi 60-yard mug or whatever, we're the mugs. That's, you know, they just got their priorities in the wrong sort of situation. JJ's been a bit off it tonight. You know, he got robbed for that first goal as well, by the way. They might be targeting him. Oh,
look at Fatawi. He's going to get booked for that.
Yeah, probably.
He's going to get booked.
He's not far off having to miss a game due to a booking, hey? How many yellows is that until he misses a game?
I mean, what's he moaning about? It's a foul. Goes through the back of him. Whatever happened to pride in the badge, says Steve. Yeah. How does Fatawi not think that's a foul? Yeah. Game's gone. Don't know what you mean, game's gone.
That's something that's come up a lot
already. Go on, mate.
Someone saying that JJ doesn't look match fit, but we've seen the fitness of the squad question all season. To be honest with you, would you? It's hard to tell, but it kind of isn't. To be honest with you, like we've got a lot of old ass pensioners in the squad.
Oh my god! What the fuck was that, Luke Thomas? What the fuck? Yeah, no, I hear you, Luke, because I think in pre-season we were watching them and we were like, you know, I think there was a lot of focus in pre-season under Andy King on fitness because you couldn't really do too much tactically until a new manager came in. I think we looked really fit, but the longer we've gone under Marty, the more unfit we've looked. Which happens, right? I mean, it's all down to the manager. It all depends on what the manager is how he's organising his days, the training sessions and stuff like that. How much fitness they're doing. Clearly not enough.
And then do you remember when Dean Smith... This is the tricky one because I'm going to contradict myself a little bit here. We hear a lot of reports that the training were just like brutal, like scratch matches. I don't know what you guys call them in the UK. Under Rodgers, where they're just getting played into the fucking ground, training-wise, like simulating matches. And then I've also heard that like when Dean Smith first came in, he was very evident. I don't know if it was him, Shakespeare, RIP, or Terry that also they looked really unfit the second he got here. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. There is a boycott taking place next Monday, by the way. Yeah, if anybody who's been living under a rock didn't know. So the West Brom game
boycott?
Around this time next week, next Monday. Is it an 8 p.m. kick or 7:45? One of the two. Leicester versus West Brom. There is a boycott, so there's going to be hopefully thousands of people who don't turn up to the game. They just don't show up. So it'll be very, 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 very empty in there. It all depends on how many people actually do it, obviously. I can't imagine there's going to be loads and loads, but there should be a decent amount doing it. So
what can we do here? No options there for Mavididi. Ocean of Derby players. Where's the support?
And play it backwards as a result.
Yeah, because everyone's settled in position now. It's just
So get it forward.
Get it forward.
Well, we got it forward and it went out for a goal kick.
I don't think that was a terrible ball. I think Hamza could have got.
Yeah, he did. He looked very lethargic. I thought that was a sneaky little ball.
Graham Brock won't be in the stands, mate. He'll be in Abu Dhabi, mate. Graham boycotts every week. See, he can't be a happy clapper. He's never at the game. He's not a happy clapper.
What? Go on, are you?
Hey, that's a caveman.
That's going to be.
That's a booking, you caveman. Fucking Clark.
Matt Clark. Yeah.
lumberjack looking bastard.
Lumberjack.
Look at him. This guy's definitely fucking cut down some trees in his time.
Marty tactically bankrupt, says Tony.
Yeah, well, that's true, isn't it? Someone put the comment earlier. He looks like someone who just doesn't know how to fix it. I agree with that comment.
Five minutes left of the half. Clubo says he's got his head on upside down. Apparently someone's live streaming the game on YouTube. What the fuck? How come all bald guys grow beards? That's a good question. Luke, have you got the answer to that question?
No, I'm 32 and I can't even grow one, so...
Because to be fair, if you lose your hair that early, and it depends on your head shape, doesn't it? Is a better way of making something of a bad situation.
There's another foul from Abdul, yeah? Testosterone, somebody said.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the problems as well with hair loss that doesn't get spoken about enough. If unless you get like a turkey hair transplant, I believe the Propecia, I think that's the drug that they give you to prevent hair loss.
Go on. Oh, magic, Kenny! That is
he's incredible.
He has done nothing all half, and he's just absolutely bailed out Marty Cifuentes again. Play the music. Unbelievable. That's the thing, a lot of people say, like, is this the worst we've ever had it? I mean, that's the thing, is even though this team and the club right now completely sucks, we do have talent in this team. There's no doubt about it. Let's take a look at this again. Luke Thomas just punts it upfield, hopeful ball. Jordan James is in front of his man, shoves him off. What a great finish that is. He is a quality player, man.
Yeah. Beautiful.
He's the only one really. Look at that. He's got the desire to get there. He'll make it mine and, no fucking pass it backwards. He did it. Get it forward. And the funny thing is, like play the Imran thing, because the thing is, right, is that all comes just because Luke Thomas just punts the ball forwards. And that's the thing. Sometimes, especially in the championship, just go for the 50-50. You don't need to fucking
get it forward.
Get it forward. Exactly.
Beautiful. He won his physical 50-50 duel before he slotted that goal. I was there for the tap-in as well if need be, so brilliant work.
It was Vardy style, wasn't it? It was quite Vardy-esque, that type of goal.
Yeah, Propecia locks. I believe if you one of the first things that hit you up for hair loss, that can really fuck with your endocrine system with your testosterone. It can make a lot of people fucked up and depressed and. Oh, actually, I won't give. I was about to give some more grim details, but I won't.
James might be too good for us, but if we give him Harry Winks' contract, it'll probably stay, in my opinion. Can we get to half-time at 2-1?
Is Steve at home, Lux? Why doesn't he join us? We'll send him the link.
No, he's at the game.
He's at the game.
Oh, I thought he wasn't going to go. My bad.
What I want to know is how Steve has internet at the game, because you don't get that unless you've got some high tier contacts. Because whenever I'm at the ground, I can't message anybody because my reception's so awful.
Well, this is the so you can message fine during the actual. It's a half time of like a pre-match, half time, full time. That's where it's really hard to text.
Mate, me personally, I'm off the grid for like 3.5 hours whenever I go there. It's so fun. I told you so many times I've tried to meet up with people and it's just like I can't get through to them. It's very annoying.
I've heard that a lot too, Adil. I remember, I don't know if Kate still does it, but like she calls in unless until I die, like on the way to the ground, and it always cuts out when she's going to the ground or leaving the ground.
It's because there's so many people, and because like I don't know, but to be fair, what it is that, well, yeah, because there are other grounds that have internet and stuff like that. But I do get it that then what you get is you just get bozos that are just on the fucking betting apps the whole way through the match. So they're trying to make it like more of a match day experience, which is fine. But it's like, yeah, if you just where I draw the line is, you know, you just want to call your mates and be like, oh yeah, let's go to the pub afterwards, and you can't even get through to them. Yeah. Anyway, Steve is obviously dual sim. Okay, so you actually not got on the internet there. That's impressive. Then I didn't realize that. I thought that you had like, I don't know, club media access, because if you're a journalist, obviously they do have internet there. It's just not for us plebs.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just the amount of people trying to connect to the antenna. It's like if you go to a gig or whatever, very similar. If I ever go to the O2 in London to see something, it's the same thing. Just might as well be off the grid for.
Yeah, I think Marty Itis has kicked in. I can't get excited about his scoring anymore. Losing and winning feels the same.
The thing is as well, right, is that goal's come completely out of nowhere. And then exactly as soon as we scored it again, we'll just go back to just sort of like, it hasn't really given any impetus or momentum to the team, which is just so weird.
I mean, somebody said JJ saving Martin's job.
He has. I mean, he is the best thing to come out of this season, you'd have to say. And, you know, when he inevitably does go to a better club, you know, fair play to him. He showed amazing attitude for a player who's only here on loan as well, supposedly. Oh, no. Coley holds up the winger. He's done the right there, to be fair. Just slow down the attack. Because actually, JJ's actually trying to fucking show some heart.
And Clibo, your prediction's still on, mate. 3-1. Foul.
Oh, dangerous free kick.
And he's not. Obviously, the manager won't be sacked if we win this. Because I mean, we'll be 3 points off the playoffs, lads, if we win this game.
It's a crazy division, isn't it?
Yeah, 3. Like literally today, like before kickoff, it's like, oh, this is terrible. Like it's rock bottom. Season's over, but. One win and we're only 3 points. One win as it stands, and we're only 3 points off the playoffs. It's crazy. It's nuts. Yeah. Do you guys honestly think we'll buy JJ? I'm shitting it. I'm shit scared that we won't. To be honest. What were you going to say, Neil?
I said this earlier today, actually, that this commentary fan was saying, and he actually thinks they're the worst team to be top of the championship at this point in time. Like, even though they've been getting the result. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they look respectable every time I've seen them, but interesting that he said that. But there's still a lot.
Well, when we played them, they were nothing special, were they? They were nothing.
No, but they weren't bad. They were. You could definitely tell they were decent, but they definitely played with like, we'll take a point in mind. But I agree with you, Locks. When they turned up, I think a lot of us expected the worst, and you're like, well, like I don't think they were as good as the previous time we played them. When what's his face was in charge, Mark Robbins. All right, nice one for Tawu. Let's get it forward. Tawu will get sold this season, I think, regardless. They've been talking about that for a while. As the next
Bournemouth in our links with Semenyo leaving.
Well, there you go, yeah. And what's the asking price? Something like 45, 50 million. If someone pays that, he'll definitely go.
What, for Semenyo?
No, he's going for more than that. But what I'm saying, that's the classic model, isn't it? Is you sell your player for, let's say, 60 million and you replace him. Because that's what they like with Solanke, didn't they? They sold Solanke, I think, 60 million.
70 million Solanke went for.
Really? How are they? Anyway, they bought Evan Nielsen for 40, who I don't know, that could be a bit overpriced as well. But I get it, that on their radar, they've made 30 million profit and they've probably got a player who's not that different. Maybe even slightly, because Solanke, how many has he scored for Spurs? That's
not much.
They've wasted a lot of money, those guys, don't they? Bloody hell.
I don't think we're getting anything near 40 million for Abdul Fatawi, mate. I think we're looking at 25, 30 now for Abdul.
No, I think we'll get 40.
His stats are still some of the best in the chat. He just got another assist today, Locks, by the way.
Yeah, I just can't see it. I think if somebody bids 25, we might knock him up to 30 and he'll probably go for that. I'm not saying that's right. I think we should ask for more.
How much did Tyler Diblin go for? They'll be asking the same amount of money. He's
40
21
million for Tyler and he's English. He might have been less, actually.
How much did Amari Hutchinson go for?
37,
35.
I think.
There you go.
Yeah,
They'll be
35.
asking for something similar like that.
But these
Especially
are all
if it's
homegrown
Bournemouth.
players, right? They're
Yeah.
always homegrown tax, right?
Maybe, but in that case, if Bournemouth do it, they'll have money. Like, so we'll be saying, well, look, you just fucking sold the player, mate. So if you want the replacement, the replacement.
Yeah.
I said
Give
that'd
us-
actually be a decent signing for both them and probably Patel. I hate to say it in his current.
100%. Just
I
be
think
like,
it's
if
Man
they're offering
City linked with
40
Semenyo.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, but he's definitely going somewhere, isn't he? There's like a few
Yeah.
teams that are interested.
United, City. I think if it's Bournemouth, we're going to offer 40 million. We'll just be like, look, you can have Fatah and we'll throw in Daka for free on top. You know, you guys were interested a little while ago.
All
Get
right,
some
so it's
bang for your buck.
halftime, 2-1. What'd you make of the game, guys? Sums it up. Sums it up. Even though we're winning.
Yeah, what do I think to the game? I think it's. I mean, look, it's not been particularly entertaining. It's not been particularly impressive. The first goal was well worked, to be fair, from Leicester. Some poor defending, and then a bit of magic there from JJ as well for the second. For me, I know we're winning, lads, but for me, it's just more of the same type thing. I just think Derby aren't very good, and we saw this a few weeks ago as well when we played them. Like we weren't really anything special in that game, and we won. So I think it'll probably be similar today. I think we'll probably win this one, maybe 3-1. Might get another goal, but very uninspiring. But it's 3 points, right? 3 points to 3 points. So he's not going to get sacked or anything like that, and we'll be 3 points off the playoffs. But go on, Luke. What do you make to it, mate?
Same thing. I think Ryan hit the nail on the head. Not an inspiring watch. Brilliant 2 goals, but just the same thing. I'm just like, I should be more happy and not so, just nonchalant about everything. Like, we're winning, I understand, but everyone's thinking it. Like, let's say even if we get the 3 points, great, but we're all thinking next game, like, we're going to get the shit Leicester again. I can't get confident in this team back to back, which is a bit of a shame. We still don't know if that was a good or bad half, which is another problem in itself. So let's hope that we see some subs early with a quick turnaround from the last game and maybe get another goal or two. That'd be brilliant. But yeah, not very defensively. We were atrocious that game. There's a lot of moments we could be 3-0 down that game. So yeah.
Sorry. No, yeah, I mean, Sean says we could also pull another loss like we did at Spurs. Yeah, we could lose this one, of course we could. Yeah, 100%. I mean, if that was our good half 0, which we know
That's
which
the worry.
we're obviously used to having one good half, the next one's going to be the bad half, no?
Absolutely. What I'll say, though, I do think is a slight improvement. This is more like the sort of first 10 games under Marty when we were insipid and uninspiring, but we did grind out the result thanks to our superior quality, which is what we've just done in this particular game. If I compare this to the Watford and the QPR games where I don't know what the fuck was going on. We didn't even turn up. Then at least there's something there. But yes, it's just very underwhelming. It'd be interesting to see if the subs do come, though, because this is a guy that, for whatever reason, is allergic to substitutes.
Luke, the Mighty Banana says, take Ayew off and Mavididi for Mongo. What are you saying, mate?
Yeah, Ayew yet again. Let's look at like collective goals from JJ, Fatau, and Donkey over Reed. Pretty much all of our goals this season still was like 2 or 3 goals. Not much from Ayew, 1 from Daka. Glaring issue of our striker situation. I would love to have some of the youth come on as well. Ethan's mum here just put in Monga, Page, or Luco come on. Yeah, that'd be great to see at least Monga come on and Luco definitely. Page later in the game for sure. But yeah, Ayew off. He's just played a full 90 minutes in the last game. He's starting again. He's had no impact in the game whatsoever. And as for the comment from Banana as well about Mavididi, I love Mavididi and I never slated him. I'm not going to slate him, but I do think he looks a bit off at this game. There was a moment where he gave that foul the outside of the box towards the end of that first half, and that's because he chased about 3 players while they all passed around him. Clearly frustrated Mavididi. I think this is a game for Monga to come on, and to be honest with you, I think maybe give Monga a start the next game or two, to be honest. And that's not to slate Mavididi or to make him feel bad. It's just that I think that he's not looking as confident. He does well when he comes off the bench, Mavididi, or after a spell.
Neil, there's an interesting perspective here. I mean, we are at the mercy of the opposition every week. If they suck, we look average. If they are decent, we get smashed. This is Craig Levine crap. I mean, I suppose that's true in it, Neil. Like, Derby are crap. Let's not get it twisted. I know they're in a respectable place in the table, but 2 games now we've played them. They look crap to me, and they're making
Big
us
time.
look better. They're making us look good or decent, should I say?
Yeah.
But whenever we come up against a half decent opposition, we are terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. Agreed. Or just a team that seems to want it. But yeah, I agree with that. I don't know if we're as bad as Craig Levein. That was really, really awful. But I get this sort of similar feeling. Because the difference between those teams and this one is that those teams just had no one that was quality. At least this one, we've had this season, the Fatawu goal. Bobby Reed's got quality,
Brought this comment up for Luke. Luke, you've got an agenda on are you, mate?
Okay, Peter, I can kind of understand what you've seen. I've seen him put a decent challenge in, but he's our striker. So for this harsh analysis that you're seeing of his work rate, what product are we seeing from this work rate? It's nothing, and his stats back that up as well. He holds up play. He holds up any threat. His link-up play is barely there for a striker that's dropping so deep into the alleged false 9. I understand why you think it may be harsh, but I just think that what good is work rate if you barely have any end product that goes alongside with it? He just tries. We don't need to get – he's a striker that's not scoring. We don't need you to try. We need you to fucking score, mate. We need you to put it at the back of the net. So let's hope he can prove me wrong. And let's also hope that if he does score in the second half, that Ragsy's over in India getting his fucking heat tolerance ready to eat a ghost pepper at the end of the season.
Yeah, Anil, I mean, somebody made an interesting comment saying that maybe, Derby are crap. Maybe it's worth having another look at Carranza. Maybe Carranza finally gets some minutes after like 10 games without playing.
Well, that's what I don't understand with Cifuentes. It's just crazy how, Ayew played the whole last match as well. I just don't understand it. It's crazy. Like, he's been okay, but you're right. I mean, freshen it up, give people their chance, see what they can do, get a goal, all of a sudden. Who knows? I mean, even when Carranza has looked bad, I mean, he's come into a struggling team, right? Who knows? You score a few goals early on and all of a sudden the confidence of you might see a different player. I don't think he's going to be the answer, but I would be trying lots of other people in the squad, try and get a tune up anyway. I mean, look at Oliver Skip, right? He was really struggling quite badly in the first section of the season, and then he got given his chance, and now he's at respectable positions. Same with Bobby Reed, actually. When he first started coming back in the team, he still didn't look that good. Then all of a sudden he got a bit of a run and he's been pretty good. So yeah.
No, Luke, I kind of agree, mate. I mean, we always talk about, well, when is the right time to see some of the youth? I know Lewis Page and Monga have been featuring, but if I'm not mistaken, bar maybe 5 or 10 minutes, we've not seen really Badialuko too much at all since his red card. We've seen him for like 5-10 minutes here or there since. It might be a good game to get him. I mean, Hamza, apparently some people are saying that Hamza's like tweaked his hamstring or something, but it might be good to see maybe 20 minutes of Badialuko, 25 minutes, whatever.
I still want to see Badialuko play in the centre-back position big time alongside Nelson. I really believe and have confidence that could be the centre-back pairing for the future for the club. Page is going to be even more difficult for him to break into the team now that Bobby Donkey Reed's starting to pick up some form. You've also got Ramsey. He's trying to work his way back into the side and starting 11 as well. So it's going to be much more difficult for Page to get in now. I think he should be sent out on loan, to be honest with you, in January. I think it could do him a world of good. And if we're not going to sign Ramsey or Bobby's not going to be here next season, I think he is actually. He's got one more year than I did in the contracts. So, yeah, I think it'd be great. But look, hey, I hope he comes off the bench, but I just can't see it happening.
Wow, King Steve said here, the singing section chanted, "Where is Top?" Someone came down and had a go at them, possibly kicked off and got arrested. Just for having a go at people singing, "Where is Top?"
Authoritarian state ownership, man. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. No, the other way round, Anil. The other way round. So, am I right, Steve? The guy who kicked off about the chant has been arrested, I think.
That's what I'm saying.
So we'll see. Let us know, Steve, if you hear more about that. But yeah, Carranza had a clause where that option turns into an obligation based on appearances.
But then why is he on the bench?
Instead of Evans.
Exactly.
Yeah. Instead of Evans, he's our homegrown product with a lot of, like, whether you think he's ready or not, at least have him on the bench rather than someone that you're possibly going to send back in a week's time. Do you know what I mean? Like, What does that say for you trying to break into the side? Like, we're going to pick a fucking pirate from the MLS who you couldn't fucking score for shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't understand Marty.
Maybe it's Marty's way of sending signs to the board, like that he need. You know, like when managers do this. I mean, you remember when Brendan Rodgers used to, and Enzo. If you remember, Enzo did it as well. He used to put 2 goalkeepers on the bench. If you remember,
Yeah.
and it always felt like it was like a signal to the board, like I need new players. So maybe this is Marty's way of saying I need a new striker. I'm picking this guy on the bench, but he's not good enough to come on. He's not good enough to come off the bench. But I agree with you, Luke. You have to, if you're not going to play if you're not going to play Kranjcar, you've got to play Evans. That's for sure. John says stick Ramsey in as the 10 and try Bobby in the 9. I'm all right. Thanks. I'm all right. I'm okay. I'd rather see Mavididi or someone like that given a chance in the 9. Coley not been awful today. Hopefully last match was just rustiness, Luke, John says.
I think he has been pretty awful, to be honest with you.
Do you
not
think?
awful, but he's not been good. I think that a lot of his he had one good moment. He passed the ball forward, but other than that, he held that ball once against the winger, Anil. But other than that, he made 3 fucking terrifying hospital clearances. Like when there was options on, he still looks panicked. There was a few times as well when he was in no man's land and we could have been caught with our pants down in transition. He scares me too much, mate. He absolutely fucking terrifies me. What's going on?
All right, I'm going to show this video. I'm going to show this photo. Listen to this. Let me bring the photo up, everybody. Where is it? It is that one there. Okay, so this is the image. There you go. So there's the image, if you can see that. And the caption here is, from what I saw, a fan walked across to pick a fight with one of the section. Police came in and then took all the flags down. Sack the board, King Power out, took them down. So yeah, apparently that's what happened. So yeah, interesting, eh? Interesting. You guys need to put some respect on Ayu's name. Enough of the disrespect. I mean, I think we're respecting him as much as he needs to be respected, personally. But we're not going fucking balls deep, fucking slating the guy, are we? We're just saying.
I haven't called him a turtle once this stream, Logs. What's Paul fucking talking about? How are we disrespecting him? We're just highlighting that he's had no effect on the game. Come on, Paul. Fucking suck eggs.
So the police have taken down the King Power Out sign, but left up the sack the board sign. But the King Power Out sign, they've pulled down, the police. Yeah, crazy, eh? Crazy.
Well, that shows you. I will say, because I know there's something about in England, people love getting cucked, man. That's all I can say, man. They're just like, you see it all the time on the Fox's pub show as well, right? Just people they're so terrified of saying anything to upset their leader. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. I get it, like you're being employed by them, but man, it's rotten, man. It's rotten. No free speech, exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, and Nils Barton. I'm joking. Phil's got this. Phil just keeps going on about. Phil Upton keeps going on about Warnock. So yeah.
Yeah, he's too old. I'm just saying.
Oh, apparently Neil Warnock is DOF at Torquay United.
Really? Good for him.
Apparently so. Yeah, apparently so. Do you want to give us your impression, Luke, of Neil Warnock in the dressing room in that documentary?
No.
Go on. What a coward! What a coward!
I'd rather do. No. I'll do you one better. What's the name of the bloke that has the funny sprays that got kicked by the ball at Portsmouth and he's like,
spoiler in the chat. There we go. We've kicked off. We have kicked off. DOF, director of football. Did somebody ask what DOF is?
Yeah, advisor asked what DOF is. It's what Rudkin supposedly does for Leicester.
Luke is one of the only exciting things about this club at the moment. Arthur says, "There you go, Luke. There you go."
Thank you, sir.
Zambia are about to be knocked out from AFCON, by the way, so we'll have Daka back next week.
Woohoo!
So, are we going to have our bad half right now?
Let's see if we can see of this one. We've kept it out. Who are the favourites this year for the AFCON? Is it Senegal still?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. Doesn't say. Morocco.
Okay, well, they finished third in the World Cup, I suppose, or fourth, didn't they? So, man, we've got to wake up. It's a slow start again. We're so lethargic to start these halves, man. Derby on the attack, cross in. Dealt with there by Luke Thomas. Yeah, El Kabi, the guy who loves his bicycle kicks. Good player.
Match, yeah, Morocco, yeah, Bilal and stuff like that.
Well, but the last
that
one
overkick was mad.
Where were Senegal, weren't they? That's what I'm saying. They got a good team as well. Don't like that we started this half on the back foot. All right, we won the ball back here.
What is that?
And look at the turtle. Dreadful in a 50-50. Fuck it, there goes
Agenda.
Ducks, Luke Thomas, agenda's the best.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be Zach, man. It will be.
Oh, what a pass for Luke Thomas. Never would have seen that out of Victor.
Oh, no, he's making a run. No,
I can't believe I'm saying these words, but he should have passed to Thomas.
Yeah, he should have. He made the run. That's clearly
he really should have.
Ground. Yeah,
that was bozo from Steffi.
Yeah, I think Steffi needs to come off. I was calling it halftime. I'm not going to slate him. I won't say he's been a complete out bozo, but he just looks like he usually should be the one that's got players like chasing after him. He looks frustrated. He's not getting on the end of the ball enough, and the decisions he's making of it aren't really.
Oh wow, Hamza's coming off already, lads. Coming off already.
He's injured. Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Though Ricky's not been in great form recently either. Should have put Bade Luco on. What?
Yeah, I can't believe he's bringing Ricardo on over
Pussy-o.
Yeah, he's going off. Fucking hellfire.
Ricardo.
I'm actually going to focus on the game now. See yous at full time. Yeah, seen a bit, mate. Unimaginative sub, says Sean. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should have been a Luco, no doubt. Because now Aluko, let's say Hamza's out for a little while. Aluko's the only option. So Aluko's just going to be thrown in. A smart manager here, your fullback, your backup fullback might be out for a while. So fucking play the young one who's going to be the number 2 going forwards, right? Why would you not put Aluko on? Because now when you do, you're going to have to rely on Aluko over the next coming weeks. So why not bring him on? It makes no sense.
Plus, at this point, we are actually up in the game.
Yeah.
And what happened? And then he did get thrown in Aluko and he got sent off because he wasn't, given the trust.
Thunder Fox. Sorry, Luke. I was going to say Thunder Fox wants to go for a few pints with you, mate, when you're over.
Mate, I'm hopefully going to be out there I said this last year, but I spent too much money on my honeymoon in Canada. I'm hoping to go out there and see my auntie and see you guys. Hopefully, maybe April. It just depends on how busy I get with work, and it's quite expensive after just going to Canada. So I'm still playing financial catch up. But if I come, mate, I promise you, I'll let you know. I'll let everyone know, and you guys, we can all go for a beer or 6, and I can make more of an ass of myself, and I'll say whatever I want without having to worry about getting BTG demonetized and God knows what else with it.
Hey, do what you want in person, mate. You know, get arrested
Yeah.
for all I care. I'm not bothered, mate. Oh, Skip. Okay, interesting choice.
We should have a BTG piss up round Leicester at the end of the season.
Yeah, man, I'm just scared that I don't know, like someone like Ryan's gonna show up. I'm joking, Ryan. I'm joking, Ryan. No.
I think we were thinking about doing that last season, but it's just because it was so depressing last season.
Oh, go on, Mavic.
Go on, Steffi.
Go on, Steffi. Come on, Sam. Prove me wrong. Go on, beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, Thomas just stopped running because he's like, what's the fucking point in me running? I ain't going to get a fucking ball.
I think would you guys agree that let us know in the chat too, would you guys agree, I know last performances die, but would you say that the only 2 players that did piss you off were Skip and Nelson? It's good to see that Skip is still maintaining a consistency, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying he's setting the world alight, but the last...
He's been steady for quite a few games. What I would say though in that position is that I do feel if he was a bit better than steady, he can get the team playing. But given how everyone else is shambolic, you'll take someone who's playing 7 out of 10 any day of the week when everyone's dropping clangers, right?
Well, Lox is not here.
Get all the abuse out now.
Last time I went out Leicester, I ended up standing next to Cramerick at the Unos having a piss. Did you look at his dick or what? We're all friends here, travel sick. Tell us. Is he hung? Let us know. It's important information.
Skip has the best hair in the league. Yeah, he lacks creativity, Skip. But you know, when we saw those clips of him playing for Norwich, he was good at playing forward progressive passes. But if you look at him in this game, he's basically just passes it sideways.
Would you say that's somewhat tactics? I've seen him have at least 2 or 3 beautifully decent weighted passes forward, but the problem is if it's not to a winger, as you said, to the side, he's never got the pace to be able to win that 50-50. Do you know what I mean? So if you want to play a beautifully weighted pass, which I do think he is capable of, Skip. I just think that there's a structural issue with Ayew to be able to get the end of that ball. Or am I just talking bollocks?
No, well, look, he's much despised and he'll never play for the club again. But when Winks was on it, he was pretty good in terms of creativity from that position, right? That's what I would liken him to. He's just lost the ball there, Skip.
There you go.
So, right, Nelson.
Go on, Nelson. Beautiful.
Got him out of trouble. Good. Yeah. He's
got to come off.
Yeah, he's doing that too much, man. He's trying too hard. That's something that's really frustrating as well, is he won't just pass it to a teammate.
Beautiful, Steffi.
Okay, this
Steffi, you mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Steffi.
Go on. Oh. All right, this is better though. It's a bit of concentrated pressure. This is what we're supposed to be doing, like playing around their 18-yard box.
Go on, right?
That was a good ball across.
Yeah,
I mean, he's doing better. He's doing better out on the left than fucking Steffi is.
Well, that's the thing is, I think Ayew is definitely not a striker, right? But he was playing wing a lot of the time when he was playing for Palace. Although his problem is he's another Okoli, right? He loves to go down on the floor. Okay, I will say though, since Hamza's gone off, it's got nothing to do with him going off. But we've started playing a lot better. We've been way more on the front foot. Derby have backed off quite a lot. Maybe they're getting tired themselves.
I think this game feels very similar to the Ipswich game.
In a good way?
Like how we've come out in the second half. Yeah. Like it feels like we've actually come out and like they're actually going for a fucking third.
Yeah. They're not just sitting back. Look at that. Why are you drifting so much? There's no one in the middle there. There's no one in the box whatsoever. I mean, it is causing Derby problems, right? It's giving us a lot more possession, but there's no focal point for the attack. The thing is, when he drops, someone else has got to go up there to take that position. That's like a basic of this kind of style. Jordan James' turn to rotate on the wing. Nope. out of play.
Should have put Ayew on the wing and put Kranzer in for Mavididi. Maybe. I'd rather see Monga, to be fair.
Yeah, get Jezza on. Although I've got to say, Jeremy Monga against QPR was awful, man. I think he tried to dribble at their fullback 3 times and he lost it every single time. He's been out of the team for a while, though, so not surprised if he lost some confidence.
Yeah, before he got injured, we were calling for him to be dropped, but not frozen out. That's kind of a bit of a problem. That's on Marty as well, by the way. Because he was on the bench unused for a while before he got injured, if you remember.
We got a dog shit right back, and the world class backup got injured. Get any right? Wait, what?
Well, we want to see Bade Aluko given the go at right back.
Yeah. Ricardo and Aluko, they should be rotating.
Yeah,
Shouldn't be fucking Hamza. Telling you.
like it might turn out that Aluko isn't good enough, but I think it's certainly in pre-seasons where he looks so good. Give him, a couple of months to stake a claim and then make that decision in the summer. We want to, as much as possible, look at some of this younger talent that have come through the ranks and know what it means to support the club. Oh, okay, nicely dealt with there, just about. Diary player down, but don't think that's Pen.
It's Diaz.
Yeah.
When did he go to Derby?
Yeah, to start the season. Yeah. Oof, took on right in the midriff from Skip. Not intentional, but to be honest with you, though, Lou, Derby is probably his level. Like how he somehow scammed his way to Villarreal, no one will ever know.
He was at Brentford before that, yeah?
He's at Sheffield United for a bit. I don't know if he was at Brentford, maybe. He's one of those that had like an odd career. It's like a proper middling career. Then he hit this crazy run of form. Someone worked out he could play for, Chile or something like that. He got a call up and then all of a sudden his career exploded. Then they realised he was just a middling player and he sort of come crashing back down to earth.
I don't know why I thought it was at Brentford. I apologise. That was a retarded take. Yeah, Blackburn Rovers, Villarreal, Sheffield United loan, Southampton loaned. Yeah, loaned. He's been.
Oh, I didn't realise he was at Southampton.
Apparently, after the fighting, all the Union FS guys have gone, which is why it's a little bit quieter in the ground now. I don't know if you've noticed. Second half, it's a little bit
Get
dead.
a bit of volume. Can't hear anything, to be honest.
Here you go. This is where that's where they
yeah.
normally all sit and stand. Like they're gone.
Interesting.
Sam's place.
Yeah.
That's good though. Like I
Ramsey?
personally support all those actions. Like I mean, it's crazy that I've seen it. Like they've been reporting the attendances for the championship this season, and according to official attendance figures, Leicester are still number 2, which is such a lie because they're just counting season ticket sales, right? But you can see every week there's not that many people at the games. Okay, it's a double sub here. Aaron Ramsey and who is it?
Jezza, I think.
Monga, I think.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. So it's going to be. I'm guessing it's going to be Bobby Reed and Mavididi then. At least he's remembered you can make substitutes. He's evolving. Yeah, Silko. I thought it might be Silko. I was going to say he hasn't used them. Oh, Jacob saved it.
Jacob caught a ball.
90 minutes of Ayew, exactly crazy. I wish there was a sale lined up. I think they're trying to sell it, but I think they're not good at it. I do wonder if it's just their lack of contact in the Western world, King Power.
Look at all the sun starting to come up here, boys.
Woo.
Fucking decent ball there from the lumberjack. God damn it.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, that was all dealt with by
Nelson
Ben
we
Nelson.
trust.
Yeah.
It's that Lee Clarkson again. Do you remember from a few weeks ago?
Oh, it is him again, is it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's all good, man, Luke. Don't worry. Yeah, it's audience fun. It's actually gone quieter because I think a lot of the UFS guys have left. Yeah, so those chants you can hear there, I think, are they're Derby, Bobby. Yeah, they're singing their player's name. And Neil, I think the internet and signal she's done at the ground are also up in the boardroom.
That's why Top hasn't spoken to us, because he can't get a signal. He's been there all along.
Oh, it's not Monga coming on. It's fucking Silco.
Silco,
really?
exactly.
Silco.
It's in love with that guy. I mean, Silco has scored in the last couple of games, to be fair.
As soon as we're done with the post-match ratings, Michael, I'm getting ready and going to work. Yes.
Oh, we won't do the ratings tonight, Luke.
Oh, we won't. No. What if we win? Too late.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Yeah, you guys can go. I'm gonna trial something full time.
Oh, we're gonna try that. All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna try.
All right, I'll stick around for that then. Okay.
Stick
The
around.
new look.
Yeah, just a quick thing, like Luke, like 15 minutes. And that's it.
We've made a loan signing on BTG.
Yeah, it just needs some testing and tweaks.
Yeah.
So you won't know.
So saying it's a loan, we're gonna see if we're gonna commit.
Yeah, the beta. But you can go, Luke, man, if you're tired, bro. Honestly.
Me, I'm all right. I thought about going back to bed for a couple of hours afterwards, but I usually, because I have such a strong coffee to try and kick me into gear, I usually just lay in bed with my heart beating out my chest and think, "Fuck me."
It was after the Christmas stream we did. You had like a few beers and you went back to bed. Fucking hell. Crazy, man.
That made me feel like a right alky that day. That was like a low point in my life. There wasn't such fine company I was with.
Ball in.
Oh,
that's still dangerous. No.
What's your trick, Locks, for getting up early when you go to the gym?
Just knowing that I'm a fat, lazy bastard if I don't get up.
Well, that's impressive. Mine is, as I set my clock up at like an hour before I'm supposed to go, and then I have like a coffee ready to go, like an iced coffee, and then just drink that, and then I actually do go back to sleep. But then what happens is about after half an hour, it just starts working in, so you actually can't sleep. So that's the trick. But the problem is, if you have to boil it and pour it, you're not gonna have the motivation. So you've literally got to have it almost like ready to go. Like if I had like a portable fridge, even I would use one of those, but I don't. But that's my trick. If you do that, it'll work pretty consistently. Because as I said, what happens is you can go back to sleep pretending that you're a lazy bozo, but actually your system out. Basically, I've had to trick myself, but it works.
I was gonna say that
know what you mean, right? Yeah.
So it's Ramsey and Silco coming on for Ayew and Bobby. That's the sub.
Oh, okay. So they are going to keep. Okay, so they're going to put Silco up top. Again, that says everything you need to know about Carranza. Do you think that maybe Carranza is like when he gets sent back, then they sign Antonio? That they only want to, because of wages, they don't want to have like two on the books at the same time?
Yeah, it might be that. But yeah, no, I was going to say, I was telling these guys after Good Morning Foxes yesterday that, mate, I've had like a teenager Christmas. Like, I've been waking up at 9 a.m., then playing PlayStation with Luke for like 4 fucking hours. Genuinely, we've been playing like PlayStation for 4 hours. And then like, he goes to sleep or whatever, and then I'm like, Luke, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. And then I take like a 1 hour break from PlayStation, and I just go back to the play. It's just, mate, honestly, it's been like living a teenager life again for the last few days. But...
good on you, mate. Over Christmas, you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to unwind.
Yeah, Travel Sick, Arc Raiders, man. Yeah, that's what we play.
We've lost track of what day it is. It's that weird time of the year.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got a lot of Raiders the last week.
Man, that game's hella addictive, eh? Okay.
It's so
I've played
addictive.
I've played like 15 hours with Luke over the last 3 days. I think.
No, I've seen the reviews. Oh, go on, Silco. That was
What?
lovely. I mean, that shows
Oh
you the
no
pace.
way, guys! No
Oh,
way,
lovely. Oh,
guys! Ramsey's injured. Ramsey's
No.
injured. He is. Ramsey's off injured.
oh
If
my
he's
God.
injured, guys, we've got to. I hate to say this, but I called for this not long ago. We need to send him back. He's too much of a sick note,
Oh
unfortunately.
my god!
He has as well.
Oh my
He has as well.
god!
Where is he? I can't see him.
Man, he's
He's
sick
off the
note, isn't
pitch.
he? Yeah.
Oh my god!
Nice challenge.
Yeah.
Do you think that's his?
Oh, that's his
Do you think
season
that's his
over,
hamstring
probably.
again? Then that's
Yeah,
his hamstring
they'll
again.
have to send him back if that's the case, man.
Yeah, they have to. He's not.
Yeah.
It's a shame, though. I think he's a real good player in there,
Yeah.
but
That's probably the end of his career is going to fizzle out, man. You got to feel for him.
I think JJ's just shot from there as well, only purely because
Yeah.
he wants to get the ball out of play, or he was going to
Yeah,
score.
Steve, you're right. We have to send him back after that, man. He's poor guy though, man. His career must be over after that. He just can't get going. Yeah.
So Page, this is his chance, possibly. Hey,
Yeah, there you go. Well, let's see. Is he going to be a pussy or is he going to try him?
Well, it's Page or Monger in the 10. Surely we've got to
Yeah.
one of them, maybe.
I'd love to see Monger in the 10. I'd love to see him there. This is the game to do it, by the way.
That's the third time his hamstring would have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Second
done,
time
he's
in
done, man.
3 months.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, Luke,
hate
it's
seeing that,
it's
man.
sad because like when you watch him, you think, yeah, he's like a techie player. Like there's a player in there,
Yeah.
but
Premier
he's
League
just-
quality
he's-
player, in my opinion. But yeah, he just can't.
But he's
not really-
never going to be able to show it. He's never going to be able to show it.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. It's worse than that. I think I can see him retiring. You know, he'll probably keep trying for another year or two, but you keep getting
kills me, man.
setbacks like that. Yeah, no one's gonna. Wow, look at this.
Jezza
Finally,
and
Monger
Page.
and Page.
throwing some fucking
Marty
balls.
in.
Okay.
Marty in, boys. Buckle up that sexy coat. Fucking drip check's looking a bit better, except them funeral shoes. Sort your life out, Marty. We're nearly on board.
Wonder what rating Aaron Ramsey will get for that appearance.
Yeah.
I hate seeing that. You know what I hate? When you see a good young player get his career taken from him due to injury, it's really sad, man, because there's one player, for example, right? There's two teams in Western Australia for Aussie rules, and the opposition team that I used to support Eagles, right? I don't really follow Aussie rules at all anymore, to be honest. But there was a player named Anthony Morabito who was like, I don't know if you guys know how the drafting system works, but basically, like, depending on the order of the table where you are, is how high of a draft you get before the season starts from the youth across the country. And there was a player named Anthony Morabito. I think he was pick number 1. It was very high, great player, and I think he had 3 or 4 ACLs back to back to back. Right, it took him
That's
4 to 5
brutal.
years, and he finally came back after all these years. They were all behind him. He was a really highly touted player, and then I think like 10 minutes into the game, he completely did his ACL career finish. Bang. He was like 24 or 25. It was heart-wrenching for the lad. He was bawling his eyes out, man. Honestly, you feel for these guys. I
So
wouldn't
who
care though if it was
needs-
Wesley Fofana. I'd love to see his leg bone fucking exit his French skin and just so.
Abdullah. So Monger's going to play on the right. Page in the 10.
Okay, why are you taking Abdul off though, and not Fatawu?
I think Abdul's crap at the minute. But yeah, Monger's Mavadidi's been dodgy, isn't he? So
The weird thing of Aaron Ramsey though, right, is that his previous injuries were with his knee. That's the one that had him out for over a year. So it's weird that he keeps doing his hamstrings, but that suggests there's something else, other problem he's got.
I mean, some people just injury prone. I mean, Michael Owen.
Yeah. Yeah, but at least they had like some opportunity. You know, Michael Owen won freaking Ballon d'Or, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's a complete wanker, but yeah, he's a. Damn.
What was that? Luke, did you mean to do that? What did it say?
Yeah, fuck
What
that guy.
happened?
Nothing. He's just a fucking rude bastard. I was just fucking saying, slagging us off about being Aussie. Fuck you, bitch.
For fuck's sake.
On Paige.
I always have to check if you meant it, Luke, because of when you banned Ryan by accident.
Yeah.
I felt bad about that. I didn't mean that. I was joking. I didn't mean that about Ryan. I felt so bad about that. Bourbon Fox sucked me off.
Go on, boys.
Go on. Go on.
Go on.
Oh. You see a lot more energy with the youngsters on. I mean,
Who's
they're obviously
Micah?
Micah Richards, I'm guessing.
Oh.
People forget he was in the England first team at like 18 years old, and then.
Yeah, I'll never forget that time when he said he burst onto the scene, and Roy Keane went, "Did you? You burst onto the scene? What scene?" Luke, do you like Roy Keane?
I don't like him as a person, but I love him as a player. I love his mentality. I love his attitude. I love players like that.
Why don't you like him as a guy? I thought you'd love him. I thought you'd like his punditry, his style. No nonsense.
I do, but I also think he's a self-absorbed, arrogant twat.
I think that's a fair comment, I suppose.
Thinks too much of himself. But I love his mentality though, and I do think he was a great player. And I just love seeing the videos of him in the tunnel going off of Vieira. I love his challenges. I love how it's warfare on and off the pitch. What's it called? Locks. In wrestling, kayfabe, where they have to keep character in and out of the ring. Like he's like that in football. Like you even see like some of his like interviews and stuff where I think there was one of him and I forgot his name, the other United player that was there forever. There was both of them on a panel, and it's like he still talks. Neville, thank you so much. It's like he still has that captain aura, like they still look up to him like a captain even all these years later. Yeah, but as a person, he's a fucking twat. But excellent mentality. I love that shit.
I like how when he was doing punditry, they were pitch side and someone was giving him shit in the crowd. So he went over to them and went, I'll see you in the car park. Full time, I will wait in the car park for you. Come and see me.
Vinnie Jones, awesome as well, but he was just more of a madman. I wouldn't...
Vinnie Jones, I mean, how he ended up in Hollywood, that's incredible. He's one of those that with the talent he was given, it'll be hard to maximize your potential like he did. Yeah, there could well be 10 minutes of injury time. Game's been very broken up.
Who's the other real intense hard man player from Scotland? I forgot his name, Anil. The tall lad. There was 3 players, and everyone thinks Roy Keane was good. Yes, thank you.
Yes. Yeah, he got a lot of red cards as well. Yeah.
Somebody said there's no strikers on the pit. Well, the striker is Silko Thomas.
Yeah. He's been getting himself about a bit. You see, you know what I was mentioning before about the Bielsa thing, right? About having high energy in the team. Because this is more like what we saw in pre-season, right? You'd have a lot of these young guns playing. Like Mongo was playing a lot during pre-season. Lewis Page was playing a lot. Silko was playing a lot. Bade Aluko. And, you know, you lack obviously a bit of positional discipline. But what you do get is you get more like energy. So I'm interested to see how it does, because I feel that approach can work, especially against a team like Derby, to be honest with you. It'll probably age like milk, but let's see. Yeah, Graham Souness, dodgy guy, man. But I got to say, Souness, I remember when we won the title. Yeah, he was so miserable. I was like, dude, man, fuck off.
Trying to figure out what the positioning is for all the subs, guys.
You got Silko striker. You got
Page is 10.
Mavididi left. Page 10. Mongo right. Mongo right.
But that's what I mean, Luke, about their energy. That they're like, you know, not keeping their positional sense so much, but they're getting about the pitch a lot more.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. There's pros and cons, but you know, it can, if you can swarm the opposition, it can work.
Thomas just got done.
Yeah.
Shock. No, Coley did well there.
Yeah, he did do well.
What kind of fucking challenge is that?
I think you're a little bit harsh on Caleb today, Luke. I think he's done all right, mate.
I was literally about to say to you, mate. I think he's. Yeah, no, you're right. Maybe I was.
You think you're a bozo? Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I've been a bit of a bozo today, to be fair.
Yeah, I actually think Derby are the worst team we've played this season.
I would
like,
agree.
over
I
both
would agree.
fixtures. They're terrible. I'm going to make a prediction. Derby is the only team we do the double over this season.
Oh, God. I mean, to be fair, we haven't beaten that many people, so there's not many teams we can do the double over, is
well,
there?
we've won 8, drawn 8, lost 8.
Yeah.
So
Jesus. Sheffield Wednesday, maybe. That's the only other team you could see it.
you could definitely see them turning up like I was going there and then beating us 1-0 or something. You could see it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think weirdly they're in that position now where they have no pressure on them either, right? So their performances are actually, like, even though their results are quite bad, I think a lot of their games, they're not too awful. Carter and Munger, eh?
You don't say it just yet. Yeah, of course. It could. You never know what can happen in the last 10 minutes, but I just feel like at the minute it's just a very steady game. We're not really challenging them too much. They're not challenging us.
What do you think our XG is for this game?
I'm going to say 0.95.
It's less than that. Yeah, 0.8. That's
Go on, Nelson.
all season long. It's been like that. So he done well there to get us going.
Not him.
You see, this is what I was hoping he would have done against QPR: is put all these young guns on the pitch and give them a run out.
Oh my God!
Yeah, well, it's classic, isn't
Is that
it?
a corner?
Yeah, it is. All part of the plan.
I love how Luke Thomas looks like he's got eternal bed hair.
Yo, Luke, why did you just text me saying Marty in?
I like his pants. I was always Marty in. I was always you know what? Locks and Anil are the biggest haters.
Yeah, don't worry. I've just seen your message, Luke. I'll sort that later.
Yeah, no worries. I think I need banning for the shit I've said tonight.
If we get a third goal from a young dude, the place will go nuts in a positive way.
Come on, man. Give Page or Monga.
Look at the energy.
Lewis
Look
Page
at the energy.
Well, you see that? I noticed that already. That's what I'm saying. But again, look at that. It makes a big difference when you got players who can do that. See, that's what I'm saying is pre-season under Andy King, that's what was optimistic because you had Ben Nelson and all these other players. It gives you so much more energy. So I'm saying that's what Bielsa would
class.
do. Yeah.
He was class, Luca. I was really high on him in the pre-season. And we're not chasing a lead 2 now, right, Anil? This is probably the best time to bring all the youngsters on.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing, right? It's because, right, even though they'll lack the positional discipline, the thing is, especially if you press up high, is even if they're out of position, you can swarm and win the ball back either on the first or second or even third phase. So you still get out of trouble by doing it. That's what's clever about the way that Bielsa's system is. Like, you see it so much, like, you know, when he was in South America, they were like, all the big teams were like, they used to hate playing the Bielsa teams because they never got a moment to breathe. That utilized, you know, that testosterone and adrenaline in a good way.
Get it forward!
I do wonder though. I'm expecting they're going to send Ramsey back now. How can you keep him if he's out for another 6 weeks? What is the point? You might as well loan someone else in instead, right? Or give it to.
Just seen that. Goop. Yeah.
Oh, whoa! Page almost onto that. Who is the attacking midfielder that Steve recommended in the transfer show?
Thomas Jorgensen.
Might need him now. Yeah, might need him now.
Josh Ginelli's on a free, just saying, free agent.
By Luke. I'm getting the stream. You're back.
Who is that?
Fucking Hart.
Josh Ginelli.
Obviously.
Okay.
No, he was at Swansea before.
Yeah, where is he now?
Free agent.
He's a free agent?
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm campaigning for him, to be honest with you. He's also a sick note. And it was more of a realistic shout.
Do you know Antonio's been used as a 10 before as well? I can see them using him like that.
You know you're fucking nothing when I search for his name, all it comes up with is pictures of Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh yes, yeah, he's been out. He played 9 games for Swansea in 2 years. Right,
His
Luke.
Achilles, he's done his Achilles. Yeah, it's a
Oh
pretty
yeah,
bad.
let's sign another
Stefano.
sick note, man.
Yeah, to be honest, it's a honking take. Yeah, it is.
Normally, when a loan player gets injured, the club he's on loan at deals with the injury. But if it's a particularly bad one, they normally send them back to their parent club. I just think if he's out for another 6 weeks and it's the January window, we would probably just say to Burnley, like, what is the point? By the time he's back and he's match ready, it might be March. And this guy just has hamstrings made of cheese. Like, just you take him back, you deal with him, loan him out to another club, and we find someone else. It's a shame. The guy's got talent, but I mean,
I think it was worth the risk. I do.
It was.
If you
It was on the
if
loan,
you
of
kept
course.
him fit, he's a match winner, man. But yeah.
Yeah, I wish him well.
But as I say, I just think if he's going to be out for 6 weeks, just cannot. In fact, even if he's not, I mean, just what's the point? It's just,
stifling the development of
Page.
and it's
And
a risk for wages.
Bobby Reed's taken that position and he's proved he's a starting 10, isn't he? So,
At this level, yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, Skip. Thomas, move your fucking bell end. What the fuck are you doing there?
Ooh!
That was nearly an own goal.
Yeah.
Good save for the keeper.
Great save.
No,
Proper
let's not
bozo
get
from
Dele
Derby,
Alli. Bozo in the chat. Travel sick.
Dele Alli.
Now, just
That's
send
probably
Ramsey
one of
back
the
and you
standards.
should be able to loan another 10 from a Premier League club pretty easy. Get Trey Naoni back to Leicester from
Do you think Dele Alli is one of the most dramatic drop-offs I've ever seen in a player? Anil?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can think of some other pretty extreme ones, but he's one of them. I think the most extreme is still Adriano, the Brazilian centre forward.
Yeah,
'Cause
he had
was-
serious issues, man. Similar to Dele Alli, though. I mean,
his
he's
dad
had
died,
problems.
didn't he? Yeah. But that's good though. He's got to take the book in there. That was poor. Mavadidi's got him booked there. That's the thing. The reason
I
I,
thought
say
Mavidi was Go on.
No, I said the reason I say Adriano is because he was legitimately Ballon d'Or level at one point.
Yeah. I thought Mavidi was going to put the fucking laces through it before he passed there.
Actually, you know what? You could say Neymar as well, actually. Injuries done him in, didn't they?
Yeah, but he was like 30 though, wasn't he, when he fell off?
Yeah,
He was
exactly. So
30.
and he won the Champions League and shit, didn't he? So it's not like he was.
David
was
Beckham.
so
Yeah,
funny
but
from-
this is. I mean, we're talking. It's different. Like, it's different to one season wonders. Like, I mean, for me, like the biggest one season wonders, like someone like Michu. Yeah, man, Michu's the number one. I think. Fucking hell. He was like he could have got moved to Real Madrid that season. It was crazy, and he ended up at Real Oviedo or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, JJ should be captain. I think if we sign, I think if we sign JJ on a permanent, they'll make him captain.
Yeah.
Next season when Ricardo goes.
Yeah.
Great show on Sunday as always. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. It was good fun as always. Winding Graham up.
I mean, he actually admitted that he thought Stellaris should be dropped.
Yeah, he folded.
Is Ryan
his
in the
knees
chat?
buckled. Yeah, Ryan's here. Yeah.
Ryan, if you're in the chat, give us a comment and let us know, please. I've got a question for you. I've got some legwork for you to do, please, sir.
Ask him. He'll be here or we'll watch back. Ask him.
There he is. I've seen him. Okay. Jesse Lingard. I wouldn't call that a drop. That's more of a one-season wonder as well, to be honest.
Hazard's a good one. Went to Real Madrid for 100 million and did fuck all.
What's your question for Ryan?
I'd love to see. It's hard now because of where we've fallen, but like, let's say in the Premier League, the lower end clubs that are kind of competing to try and break through, like let's say like Bournemouth, Brentford, Brighton's not going to be in this conversation. West Ham. I just want to see like the lower end, like Premier League clubs. I'd love to see a stat for how much money and players they've let walk for free compared to Leicester City.
Oh, that'll take a lot of time. It's a good one.
What?
In the last 5 years.
He got away with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question, Luke. Yeah, it'd be good to see that. It might be hard to find it.
Because
Name
we're
a
about
bigger
to
fall off than Leicester City. That's a good one for you.
Yeah, can you write? Yes, Ryan. See if you can go to transfer market and filter by filter players by who left end of contract, maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to compare.
I think
to the
genuinely in the
rest of
Premier League, the only team that would come close is Man United, and they're obviously a very different case because the amount of money they make every year.
Yeah. Do you remember how much money they made in sales when Ronaldo came back? It was mental. I think they recouped basically all their money
Immediately. Yeah.
in shirt sales.
That's not a surprise, though. I mean, it didn't work out well, but even I thought that is pretty hype for the,
What, Ronaldo?
Yeah, for
Dude,
one of the
it's
goats
crazy.
to come back.
But it was madder because, like Fabrizio said, he's going to Man City, and then an hour later, he was going to United. Oh my god!
Fucking hell! I thought that was an OG there.
Not many people in Australia watch football or this football, proper football, but the amount of kids under 10 years old that I see wearing an Al Nassr, I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shirt is just mental.
Or the Inter Miami one as well.
Inter Miami is another one.
They said that these days that people follow the player, not the club anymore. You definitely notice it.
I went to school with someone. I went to school with someone who was a Man United fan when I was a kid, and when Ronaldo left to go to Real Madrid, he became a Real Madrid fan. And obviously after school, I never saw him again. And I came across his Facebook the other day, and he genuinely, like, his profile picture is him wearing an Al Nassr shirt, and I thought, fucking hell, you actually kept that up. Like, just supporting Ronaldo and Ronaldo only. Crazy. Weird. How can you do that, man?
So stupid that Tony went there in that stage of his career as well.
Yeah, well, the money, man. I've got bad feelings about these last few minutes, guys. I'm not going to lie.
Me too. I'm starting to get a little bit of anxiety.
Just keep the ball in midfield, team. Yeah, that's what we need to do now. Just
anyone, the next person to say Ronaldo's the GOAT in this chat is getting banned. Perma-banned.
Who do you think the GOAT is, Lux?
It's obviously Messi.
It's not even a question, is it? Yeah.
I got pelters for this.
Yeah.
I got pelters for this in the group chat the other day. I said Ronaldo is closer to Neymar and Bale's level than he is to Messi's level.
I disagree with you guys. I'm not a big fucking dick rider for Ronaldo, but you have to give the man credit. He's played in the Italian League, the Premier League, and also La Liga. Fucking at Messi only played La Liga and then went pissed off to the fucking dog water MLS. So
no, he went PSG. PSG. It was PSG.
PSG. To be fair, I know, but like still, that's a fucking another fish pond farmers league. To be honest with you,
the guy scored 91 goals in a year once. Just saying.
I know, but he's not been tested in the Premier League. So for that reason alone, I'll always put Ronaldo ahead of him. But I like Messi more as a player, way more.
I do wish instead of PSG he chose Man City. That was on. Yeah.
I mean, Milgo says Messi is the greatest player ever. Ronaldo is the greatest goal scorer ever.
Fair shout.
That's what Milgo says. Yeah, footballer. I'm all Messi for me, like by far.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying though, right? Like,
have you seen this? Have you seen the AC Milan? They're second in Serie A, and they signed Luka Modric, aged 40 years old, and he's absolutely killing it over there.
Wow,
man, like second best player after Nico Paz in the division.
Awesome, mate.
And Nico Paz is going back to Real Madrid in January, so he's going to be the best.
Did you know Modric owns a stake in Swansea City? And,
yeah.
With Snoop Dogg.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. So did you think my take is my take wild? No, yeah, saying that Ronaldo's closer to Neymar Bale levels than Messi. Wow.
And the Pele shots are retarded as well. The standard of football he played in was honking.
Nah,
I would say Messi, Maradona, Pele, Ronaldo. That's my four in that order.
The thing with Pele, Luke, is a lot of people that played around that time. Like one of them was Franz Beckenbauer, who won the World Cup as a player and a manager, and he got to play with him, and he was like, Jesus Christ, this guy's good. And he goes, I played with him when he was like 34 years old, so he doesn't, with him, he played against him when he was younger in his peak. I think people like that, if they're the best of their generation, they were always going to be good, right?
Yeah, okay.
It's just hard to, because obviously back then they're playing on like terrible pitches and they didn't play that many competitions and stuff. Like with Pele, what they used to do is his club used to basically go and play international friendlies. So it'd be like, oh, Santos against Manchester United or whatever, and they'd use that to make money. That's how it was done back then. So he was on a big contract for that. Like he didn't really have big like club competitions stuff. Come on,
Beautiful.
this is good. Use the energy, the young guns.
7 minutes at a time, boys.
Yeah, well, they could have been more if you ask me. I mean, there's so many injuries. Get it forwards. Oh my God, do you see that? We're just one pass away from having a shot, and instead we've ended up.
Careful, JJ, don't get sent off.
Get it forward!
Somebody said, who is the new Messi Ronaldo? Mate, the current crop of players have been a letdown, man. Like Mbappe's been a letdown.
Mate,
like
he broke Ronaldo's record for most goals in a year for Real Madrid.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like he's just not. He's not on anywhere near that. And Yamal.
That was always going to happen. That was because that's like the players before Messi and Ronaldo. They were like Zidane, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho. These were great players, top class players, but they weren't on the same level. So I think we've just reverted to that level now, which is still good. It's just
oh my God.
I think Ronaldinho needs to be in the conversation as well.
So who's that?
Ronaldinho needs to be in the conversation as well, in my opinion.
The thing is, it's the length of time, isn't it? For the 1 year that he was the best, he deservedly won Ballon d'Or. But I mean, I do know that Messi, when he picks his best like all-time 11, because he's not allowed to be in it, he picks Ronaldinho as the 10. So that says a lot, right? But yeah, you got to take a length of time. Like having 1 or 2 good seasons isn't the same as like Kaká, another good player, but again, similar, not on the same level, right? They're just that step below. People forget, by the way, that Real Madrid bought friggin' Kaká and Ronaldo in the same transfer window.
Yeah,
Jesus.
the Kaká stuff's. Did you see this stat, by the way? Apparently, Bellingham has already won more at Madrid than Zidane did. I don't know if that's true. I read that somewhere. I don't know if that's true or not. But apparently, it's true.
Zidane's amazing.
Bellingham's been a bit of a letdown as well, man. Like I was thinking, like this guy's going to be the England goat one day, but it's got a bit quiet, isn't it?
Well, I agree about the arrogance of him. He's a very dislikable. It's a shame because he's so good, absolute quality.
And Lamine Yamal's got like chlamydia every fucking other week or something.
Well, that's gross.
Did you not see it? He misses
I have heard these stories.
Not groin problem, pubic pain or something.
Well, not being funny thing, but his dad literally had him when he was like 16 or 17 years old, didn't he? I mean, it's like probably like father like son, right?
Luke, have you seen the videos of how arrogant he is? Lamine Yamal? He's a piece of shit.
He's 17, Luke.
I couldn't give a fuck.
I think he's 18.
Luke, have you seen the photo of Messi and Yamal?
Yeah, man, the baptized one, it's wild, dude. When he's like cradling him as a baby and Messi's still got his long pony boy fucking elf haircut. It's awesome.
That's what we need to get. We need to get Vardy to do it with everyone in Leicester.
Yeah.
Bathing them in Red Bull.
We need Vardy to go and baptize Imran. So I was going to say baptized, but he's Muslim, isn't he? So he wouldn't be baptized. But whatever the Muslim version of baptism is, get Vardy to do it.
Yeah, that's.
Why did you kick me out?
I don't know.
We've got 3 minutes left of this game.
Man, what a nothing game again. I will say though, I think we did a lot better when we've had all these young players on the pitch. I'm going to say it.
Wrexham 2-1.
When's the FA Cup game? That's maybe when he'll try it, but he should try a game where he starts starts with Lewis Page, Silko Thomas, Jeremy Monga. Put Bade Luco in there as well. Like, just give them a chance.
I'd play Vitez and give him a go. The keeper.
Oh, Steffi! Go on, Steffi. Shoot, son.
No,
Mate, he's such a selfish bastard, man.
He deserved to shoot after that. He deserved to shoot after that.
Monga, play Monga in. Don't be such a selfish prick.
Yeah.
These guys just fight so much harder, man. These youngsters.
That's my point. That's my point, Lux. That's why, especially when we were 4-0 down, that was the incorrect decision. You got to put at that point in time, you need to put players on that are going to fight for you. That they're hungry. They want to get into the team. Go on.
Question for you, Neil. Have you noticed that these youngsters, particularly Silko, Page, obviously Munger as well, but particularly those two, look so much more comfortable when they all get brought on together at the same time? Like we saw that in preseason because there's like obviously that familiarity of playing in the under-21s together and coming up through the academy together. There's like a bit of a boost when they all brought on together. If it's just one of them in isolation other than Munger,
they're not as good.
They're not as good.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think that shout for FA Cup would be good.
You're just making the argument for me. I mean, that's how Barcelona's team's always so good as well. They're tried in La Masia. They play together like oftentimes at multiple age groups. A lot of them, I wouldn't be surprised if Lewis Page and Jeremy Monga have been playing together since the age of like 12 or something like that.
Exactly.
Very familiar with how each other one plays. And you know how it is. Like you build those relationships when you play football, right? You just know sometimes that you don't even have to think about the past. You just know if you put it in a certain space. Yeah. Well, that's the big thing. But I will say you have to give them credit. Again, you saw it in pre-season. I don't think it's Andy King, but it's whoever the academy coaches are. They've done a good job with these players because these players are technical, but they get about, and you can see that they're used to, as soon as they lose the ball, pressing and winning the ball back. And you can see that the patterns that they use to try and collect the ball, they're pretty good.
Yes.
So, yeah, fair play. Whoever is in charge of the academy, they are creating good players. And that's why it's a shame that, especially in a season like this, we can't funnel them into the first team more often. Because like I say, that's... Go on. Yeah.
No. Sorry.
Well, I was going to say, that's how all these like traditionally big clubs, like even like Ajax, Barcelona, Benfica, Sporting, all these teams, you know, they keep this Dortmund, they keep the pipe on. Anyway, the game's over 2-1. We've won. Pretty underwhelming performance, but you'll take it.
You'll take it. Anil, everyone on the chat as well, did you guys notice that I saw in the last 20 minutes Monka get fouled at least 3 times from that his fullback, and he just got up straight away. He wasn't dominated physically, no rolling along the ground. I've seen it quite a lot from Jeremy Monga. He's actually quite decent for his size. I think that he's well up for it. Luke,
I love that.
Looks like you're a helicopter pilot flying over dressing.
Here we go.
Yeah, so everybody in the chat, please do me a favor. So I've put a link in the chat, a different link to normal. There it is. So please click that link in the chat and you can go and submit your match ratings. It's going to look a little bit different. Luke, you're actually in the volume down, mate. Sorry. Actually, I can just... no, it's all good. I can just turn it off, can't I? Yeah. Use that link in the chat, please. New special match ratings. Woo! We're going to just test it out. Things might go wrong, but it's just a trial period. So please... click the link down there in the live chat, and you've only got until 9:50. So there's 6 minutes I've set it as. So you've got 6 minutes to go in and do your match ratings, and then we're going to bring them up. So please do that. Okay, there's a comment here. Sean says up until we get dinnered in the next match. Yeah, the first double of the season, says Paul. Would you agree with this, Luke? MNIRE says we played crap. Luke, would you agree with that? We played crap?
No. We didn't play crap, but we didn't play outstanding either.
We were just meh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. It was the second half was pretty crap. Ben Hall, hey guys, up the Foxes. Hello to you, mate. Thanks for joining us. Everybody, there is a link in the chat. I'm going to post it again. So please put it in, click the link in the chat now, and that will allow you to go and submit your match ratings. You've got 5 minutes. 5 minutes to submit your match ratings. Travel 6 says we played just okay.
Yeah.
where was the other one I wanted to bring up here? We did it. Thanks for the 6 points, Derby, says Tower. DP says Mavididi, clap, 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 clap. Yeah, I mean, Luke, Nil, with that win, Travel 6, again, thanks for letting me know. That's I'll make a note of that, Travel 6. So, yeah, cheers for letting me know, mate. Nil, he's obviously not going anywhere now, the manager. We are 3 points, if I'm not mistaken, off the playoffs. He's definitely staying now, isn't he, for the next... You'd imagine he's just bought himself another couple of games, the manager.
And we're going to keep seeing that, aren't we, over and over? It feels like that. We're going to be like, win a couple, draw a couple, lose a couple. Well, probably... Well, you said it before. Our record before this game was 8-8-8. I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the season it's going to be, close to that, whatever 46 is divided by 3. So he's going to probably have maybe one more win or whatever than lost. No, I don't think he'll go. I think they'll just keep it. He should have gone before if he was going to go. I do think he could have no argument if he was sacked, but I think this is just a placeholder, put a plaster over a broken leg season is how it feels to me.
Same with you, Luke. He's not going now, mate. How do you feel about that? The fact he is here for a little bit longer.
How have we won 3 games on the bounce at all this season? I know we've drawn a lot and had an unbeaten streak. No, I don't think we have. I think we've won 2 games.
Maybe at the start of the season we did, but I don't think we did actually. No.
No, I don't think we did, Luke.
So he's massively... We've had this conversation. He's massively underperformed. I didn't think they were going to get rid of him just because of the busy period of games we have. They'd be really throwing Andy King to the wolves. Let's say we haven't got someone else lined up. We can't because of PSR, and a lot of people disagree with giving it to Andy King for the rest of the season. I would have been in favour of it early in the season or right towards the end, possibly, if it looks like we're on the beach, but not at this period. If they had have put an Andy King as, interim manager with all these games and fixtures in December, that would have been brutal for him. So I think they were kind of forced into keeping Amati regardless of results.
Yeah. Right, we've got a video sent in from Steve as per, so let's bring his up. We didn't get one of Imran, but we can just play this.
Get it forward!
So there's Imran's one. Whenever he doesn't send one, we'll just play that. Here's Steve's one though.
Fucking hell, we won a game. I think it's probably more down to the fact that Derby are fucking dog shit, rather than we're actually really good. But we'll take the win. They're both grinded out in the end. Nice to see the young lads on the pitch. And also, look at the difference when you've got players actually sort of pushing and trying to impress compared to players that don't give a shit. Made the right choice bringing on the young lads. Ramsey, send him back. He's done. Honestly, I can't see the point of keeping him if he's going to be injured all the time. Good win. Nice to actually get a win going into the new year. So yeah, well, happy new year everybody, and let's hope for a better 2026. Cheers.
There we go. Thank you to Steve. Let's quickly touch on that before we do the match ratings. We've got a minute before the match ratings. Neil, we spoke about it in the game, but would you agree on Ramsey? I mean, if this is going to be a lengthy one, it's probably best to just end the loan there.
Yeah, what's the point?
If we can.
Playing for us. I mean, maybe even Burnley will realise that it's better for them because they still believe in the player. They need to have a good look at him and realise if he's even worth persisting with it. You keep getting these persistent injuries, he's never going to be able to start.
Yeah. What about you, Luke? You send it back?
I'd send him back regardless of what length it is. Unfortunately, I just think that it's stifling development of other players, particularly Page, as I mentioned earlier. And it's a chance to bring someone else in on loan as well for cover, just in case, because we do need it. But I wish him well. I think he scored some absolutely quality goals for us. I just think that he's too volatile to have in our squad, unfortunately, for someone that's a lone player.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. Right, I'm going to have to do some little playing around here. So give me 1 second. Whoa, what the hell just happened there? There we go. I don't know why that's happening, to be honest, but hey-ho, I'll figure it out. Nope, still not working. Give me 1 sec, guys. Give me 1 sec.
Why you do that, Locks? Ryan, let us know why you think that's harsh on Ramsey, because we're not being harsh. We're all wishing him well. We've all admitted that he's, even Neil's mentioned, his Premier League quality in that player. I just don't see why you want to keep him when he's constantly injured and now Page isn't getting played and he's not been sent out on loan. Page looked good when he just came on. A lot of energy. Had one decent moment. We had a progressive ball carry up the pitch. Last time we've seen that from him, it led to a goal with assist from him. So I don't see what's harsh about that, to be honest. If you like, do you want to keep him here getting injured all the time, or we're paying his wages when you could be playing someone youth or bringing someone else in? So, like I said, I wish Ramsey well. I just don't think that it's worth keeping him, particularly if Burnley want to hang on to him. Let's say Burnley wanted him just here purely for his own development, and we're not going to sign him at the end of the season. Why pay his wages by rehabs? That's not harsh, in my opinion. I think that's just using your noggin.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks to everybody who voted in the match ratings. Much appreciated. We got over 50 votes on the match ratings, so thank you very much for that. So we're going to start with this one. Jakub Starczyk. There isn't no, again, this is just a testing trial period, so there is no climatic button.
Yeah. That's all we need to ask for. It's pretty good though. It's decent. Yeah.
But we can sort it so that we can do our own as well. I've just hidden it for now though. But yeah, Anil Jakub Starczyk 5.6. What do you think? I think that's a little bit harsh. I think
that's harsh. I gave
6 or a 7.
Yeah, I gave him a 6. He didn't make any mistakes. He wasn't tested, but compared to previous performances, I still think he should have put another keeper in. I think it says more about Derby than Jakub. I don't think that goal, you could say even he could do a bit better. If you look at it, go straight at Luke Thomas, and there's not much he can really do there. So average, but we didn't really see him tested, and a real test will come in whoever the next team is that does pump the box full of crosses, because that's where he struggled. But the ones he had today, he claimed them.
Luke, you were happy with Starczyk today, mate?
Caught the ball once, was beaten at he's beaten close to his post, unfortunately, for that goal. I know it was poor defending. I'll give him a 6 today. Nothing amazing. I think it was kind of, maybe you could be harsh to slag him off for letting that goal in, but yeah, 6 today. His ball distribution wasn't as honking as it normally is. So yeah, 6 is fair.
Okay. Up next, and it is... Whoa. That's not right. There we go. There's our first little error that we'll need to iron out. So Hamza Chowdhury, he got a 5.2 rating today, Anil. What are your thoughts on that one, mate? I thought, for me, I would have probably given him a 5, a bit average. Second half lasted 5 minutes or something like that and came off.
That's what I gave him as well. And again, I don't think there was that for the first goal. I think it's a bit harsh to really criticize him because the ball got turned over. He can't be in 2 places at once. But I noticed personally, I think when he went off, we played better when Ricardo came onto the pitch. I don't think that's a surprise. So average from him. For me, Lux, the real question is, I don't think he's good enough as a backup right back. I want to see a Luko played in that position. And I'm sure the theme towards the end will be the youngsters. Come on, Mike, stop being a pussy. Put Bade Luko in the right back position and see how he can play. Right? You know, he's worth a chance.
Luke, Hamza Chowdhury, I think we're all in agreement here that Bade Luko should be given the chance over Hamza.
Yeah, I hate saying this, man, particularly after he sent that Christmas video, which I'm very appreciative of Hamza. He's a great club man. He always puts it in for the shirt. You have to give him respect and credit for that. Like, he plays for the badge. I like Hamza for that. I like some of his dodgy challenges that he puts in sometimes. But the reality is he's been a utility player for about 4 or 5 years, and he tends to do better, and people have nothing but good things to say about him when he's on loan, particularly Sheffield, maybe not so much Watford. So I think he deserves to play back-to-back somewhere else, because it's stifling development of out-and-out right-backs like Bade Luko could be, or a centre-back for Luko. So I like Hamza. Anil's right, we look so much better. I would have given him a 4 today. He didn't really link up the ball too well, played it back a lot. His positioning scares me a lot as well. So I would have given him a 4 today, Chowdhury. Maybe a bit harsh, but...
Anil, I might have figured out the climactic thing, so let's check it with the next player, and it is... for God's sake. Never mind. And the numbers are messed up, so yeah, like I said at the start, we'll iron these issues out. But yeah, Caleb Okoli got a 6 from the viewers, Anil. Do you think that's fair? I would have probably said 6.5. I thought, I know we were joking with Luke a little bit, but...
That's what I gave him. I mean, again, I don't think he was really tested, but the few times he was called into action, he did well defensively. I think in the first half, he did put a few passes astray, but in general, he was okay. The weaker, clearly, of the 2 centre-backs. Steady. I think the bigger tests are to come. We still need to really see how good he is. I do agree with Luke that I'm not really sure he's too suited for English football, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next one. Sorry, Luke, did you want to talk about Okoli? Sorry, mate, because
No, mate, no.
you were very harsh. You were very harsh on him earlier in the game, I thought.
No, I think he finished the game strong. I just think that like he's in the same camp as like Samara. Like the next game, he'll probably have a clanger and then he'll get frozen out for a while, and there'll be an injury, and he'll come back in. He'll look shaky. He'll have a decent performance. It's just the same cycle. I just don't think that he looks panicked in the English football. I think he struggles with the pace. I think he struggles with the physicality and transition. He's a big lad, but you've mentioned yourself, Locks, that he's always on the floor. I just think he would be a much better player in Serie A, or even, to be honest, if he maybe even La Liga, to be honest, in a dominant possession side. Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the next player. There we go. The number issue isn't fixed, but the view count is, so we can have a bit of a guess here. So, Ben Nelson, what would you have given him? I'll show the viewers' rating shortly, but what would you have given Ben Nelson?
You worked it out. Yeah. I think I gave him either a 7 or a 7.5. I think he was probably one of our best players. Very comfortable defensive wise. I think he brought the ball out from the back quite a few times to start our attacks. He's easily our first choice centre back now, in my opinion, which is complete. You wouldn't have said that after that first cup game we had. So very impressed with him. For the goal, could he have done a bit better? I think he was standing in the right place. I think it was down to one of the midfielders to pick up the free man. I'm quite impressed. So yeah, I think I would have given him a 7. I think he was good.
Luke, what about you, mate?
I think, to be honest with you, Nelson was probably my man of the match. I think that Neil hit the nail on the head. I think he had some brilliant progressive ball carries at the right time, not like Faze can do go under. I think that he was marshalling at the back very well. You could see him get physical. He was organising people around him. Brilliant on the ball. I think he's by far our starting centre-back, always in front of everyone now, and hopefully a future either club captain or a long servant of the club. I think there is Premier League quality in this young man. So for me, I give him an 8 today. I thought Ben Nelson was outstanding.
Okay, well, the viewers voted and they gave him a 7.1. So that's what Ben Nelson got there. So 7.1 rating for Nelson. Moving on, we've got Luke Thomas. I'll say nil. I mean, this is the thing with Thomas. I feel like just every now and then we say, well, he wasn't shit. Like there's never, he had a great, he had a good game, he had a great game. Whereas I think with Thomas, it's always, well, he wasn't shit today. I'd give Thomas today probably a 5-0. Like I still think he had a couple of bozo moments, like, missing the challenge and getting beaten easily. Mm-hmm. He just wasn't really at fault for anything too bad. But I'd say a 5. I don't know about you, Anil.
I mean, that's a bit harsh. I gave him a 6. I think he was steady. I think he was okay. Like he did that a few important clearances toward the end. There was one we thought was an own goal, but it wasn't. And Jakob gave him a good, tap on the shoulder to say, "Well done." There, he stopped it going in. So I thought he was okay. He almost scored, right? That's how he could have pumped his rating, I suppose. And I don't think it's his fault when he makes the run and Mavadidi doesn't play him into. But look, there's no surprise that when we did the scouting show, I think every single person recommended the left back. Says it all. Yeah.
What about you, Luke? What are you giving your fellow name? Luke, what do you think
of this? Thomas is another Hamza. He should be getting better by now, but he's static. I think that's a very
4
good
more years. Crazy.
Hits the nail on the head perfectly. I think it's not too bad today. I'm not going to hate on Luke Thomas today. I'm going to give him a 6.5 today. I thought he was decent. He got beat maybe once or twice. Positioning wasn't that bad. A few decent progressive balls forward as well. I'm going to give him 6.5.
Well, there you can see on screen, he was given a 5.7. A 5.7 Luke Thomas was given. So yeah. Moving on then. Oliver Skippernill. The enigma, the turnaround kid, the most improved player. What would you give him today?
I think he is very steady. I think I gave him either a 6.5 or a 7. And look, I can tell you actually what I gave him. He did nothing wrong. I gave him a 6.5. He did nothing wrong. What I would say is that if I compare him to like a peak Winks in the Championship, I think Winks made more stuff happen. So I think he did everything that was asked of him. But what I'd love to see him add to his game more now is more sort of killer through balls or like grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck. And, for example, take a look at Jordan James, right? He was quiet, but he still scored the winning goal, right? That's a difference. And he gets stuck in. He wants to beat his man 50-50. Whereas Skip, I just think a lot of these Spurs players do this, actually. They just like to play it safe. Too often he plays the sideways ball and he doesn't go for what I really want to see, which is...
Get it forward!
So that's why I think he could do a bit better. But very steady, 6.5, definitely. I think he's been fairly consistent now, so you have to give him some credit in that respect.
Yeah. What about you, Luke? Oliver Skip, what are you going to give him, mate?
I'm with Anil. He's just pretty much just read my mind. Nothing really else to add on top of whatever he said, and I agree with the score as well.
Yep. Okay. So, Oliver Skip on the ratings here got a 6.8. 6.8 for Oliver Skip from the viewers. So there we go. Right, moving on now to the next one. And the next player is Jordan James, the goal scorer. Good finish again, coming up clutch, saving Marty's job, whatever you want to say. But yeah, for me and Neil, I would probably, the goal is going to up his rating, I think. I think in the first half he was pretty quiet. Other than the goal, I think he was pretty quiet. I'd probably give JJ a 7 today. I wouldn't give him anything crazy. I don't know. What are you saying?
Believe it or not, I gave him less than that. I gave him a 6.5. It was a fantastic goal, and he's got the winner. Deserves a lot of props for that. Otherwise, he was quiet. I'll be honest with you, Locks. I think he needs a rest. Not in a bad way. I just think he is the guy that we rely on, right? But you can see it takes him out of him. I think that's why it's been another good shout to go for another player that could rotate in with him. I mean, it's another shame now that Ramsey's done his hamstring right there. Maybe Lewis Page can play that way, although I think Page does look better in a more advanced position. But he looks good. He just looks a bit jaded to me, which is unsurprising because he's asked to do so much. But what I will say for the goal is he is the captain on the pitch, right? Hopeful ball upfield. He made the run, charging from the 8 position, not the 10, to make up the ground, gets there first, shrugs off his man, and what a brilliant finish. He just wanted it more. And that's something you can't really say about Leicester City. So very good for that. He'll always be one of the best players. He's still fairly consistent, but I think, like I say, Championship is brutal. He's played 290 minutes there in 2 days. Everyone needs a rest every now and again, and that's just my slight worry, is that we might be overly using him.
Luke, Jordan James, he goal scored today as well, mate. What score would you give him today?
I agree with Anil. I definitely think he needs a rest. I'm going to give him a 7 just purely because of the tactical foul that he pulled off, his positioning. He's fighting for us completely. Every single time he has a shot and goal, if it's not a goal, it's not far off it. There's no scary, wayward shots like Fatawu. What I'll say is this, that I think he needs a rest. He's expected to do everything. He's a box-to-box midfielder that's putting absolutely fucking everything into it, and it makes you miss Keenan Dewsbury-Hall even more, because Keenan Dewsbury-Hall used to do all of that, and even possibly even more with not gas. That's one of the biggest underrated things about Keenan Dewsbury-Hall. His gas tank is elite.
He's a lot fitter than JJ, that's for sure.
People don't mention that enough about him. So anyways, but look, I don't want to go on a tangent. I think 7 today for JJ. I do think he needs a rest, but unfortunately, who do you bring on for him in that role? That's one of the scary things if that man gets injured. 7 today, not his best performance, but brilliant goal and captain on the pitch.
Well, the goal has skewed the results a little bit. 7.8. I think it's fair. Set between 7 and 8. I think it's not. I think that's
goals
pretty
win games
fair.
To be fair, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Right, moving on. Abdul Fatawu. He did get the assist today, so you've got to factor that in, I suppose. But for me and Neil, I'm going to give Abdul a 5. I think, again, it was a pretty lackluster performance from Abdul. Getting very, Kate keeps going on about how he just seems to get so frustrated when things don't go his way. I think he should have been booked as well for kind of, it wasn't dissent, right? But it was an animated response, throwing his arms up and stuff when he
should have got booked for the amount of challenges he made. He was lucky not to, wasn't he? Lucky, but look, he got taken off for Jeremy Mongo. I think that says it all. I think I gave him a 6 just because he got the assist, but you think you're bang on. Frustrating today. He's been. But that's the thing. It's funny though this time around. If you look at him in terms of goals and assists, I've actually got a feeling, Locks, he might be ahead of where he was under Enzo this time round.
Wow. Slow start, wasn't it?
It was. And he developed into the team and he really became electric in the last 2 or 3 months of the season. But the funny thing is in the Enzo season, even though he wasn't getting the goals and assists, I still think he was actually quite consistent every time he played. And it was just like a very regular outlet that was always making stuff happen. I think him and Mavadidi are both guilty of trying to just do too much too often at the moment in this team. And that's why they're getting frustrated. They want to be the hero. They just need to be more of a team player.
Yeah.
I think Fatawu, I hate to say this because he is one challenge away from a red card, to be honest with you. He's clearly frustrated. He's getting angrier, which means he's not playing at that same I wouldn't say creativity or freedom that he normally plays with. I'll say this: I think he needs to spell on the bench. But what worries me is if that Marty were to do that, because of how visibly frustrated he is, it's even more going to push him out the door. Even though I think he's going to be going anywhere, regardless of where we get promoted or not. I give Fatawa a 4 today, to be honest with you. I don't think he was that good today at all, to be honest. He had that assist and that was it. He was putting in dodgy challenges. He's very close to getting sent off. He's clearly frustrated, and I genuinely believe he needs a game on the bench. I do, to be honest with you. But I don't know how he'd react to that. We've never seen him get dropped before, have we? Other than Cooper.
Round the clock text support, by the way. I sent a text and the graphical error is fixed.
Oh, look at this. Good lads.
But anyway, the score for Abdul from the viewers is 5.7. So he got a 5.7, which I think is fair, right? He got the assist. I think without the assist, he's looking at 4.5.
Yeah.
So yeah, right. Moving on to the next player. We have Bobby De Cordova Reid. Again, another goal scorer. He's got 5 goals now for Leicester this season. So he is he? No, he's behind JJ still, obviously, because JJ scored today. But he's our second top goal scorer. I'll come to you first on this one, Luke. Yeah, Bobby Donkey over Reid, as you like to call him. But another steady performance from it and another goal.
Yeah, mate, another great goal. It's another person that's like arguably a captain on the pitch as well. You see him giving proper vocal instructions to everyone, especially after he scores, and his confidence goes up, showing his once upon a time Premier League quality in the Championship. I've probably been a bit harsh on the guy. There's a lot of times where he doesn't get service, but today I think he had a good game. Yeah, look, I've got a cop it there, don't I, Buzz? I've got to stop calling him Donkey over Reid, but I'm so ingrained in my mind I can't say it any other way. I'll give him a 7 today, guys. I thought he was another good performance for him.
What about you, Neil? Bobby Reid?
I also gave him a 7. I think he's really good. Probably went off at the right time, but he's super steady, quite consistent, gets into good positions. I think, Kate actually says that she thinks he's the captain of the team. He has got a very good professional attitude. I can see that. Does try to make things happen. I do think sometimes maybe it's because of his size and stuff like that. He can't sort of like really drag the team as much as I'd like to see him doing. But if he's got 5 goals now in 16 games, I mean, that's brilliant. Like, he's very consistent. He could score more as well. So, he's made that number 10 position his own. He's going to stay in the team. Very well done. Could be a contender even for man of the match. I think I in the end gave it to Ben Nelson. But yeah, 7. I think that's a very fair rating from Luke. I would agree with that.
Bobby Reid scored a 6.8 today from the viewers. 6.8 rating. So yeah, about thinking
his contract's not up in the summer, by the way, so he will be here next season.
Yeah, Ayu's is up, and Bobby's got another season, and I think we'll keep him because I think although yes, he's older and his wages are probably quite high, he is a professional. He's not going to be throwing a Harry Winks. Like, you can't see that coming.
If you're in a championship, you would keep him. He's displayed a very good attitude, I think you'd have to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Steffi Mavididi in there. What are you saying, mate, with this one? Because, I mean, even under Renzo, I think at times he was very frustrating, but I don't know what to say, man. I think he at times he looked really good. I think he gets a little bit greedy, but that's probably when he doesn't score, right? Or when a couple of things don't go his own way, he wants to try it again and get it right the next time. I would give Steffi, I don't know if this is harsh, I would give Steffi a 5 today.
That's what I gave him. I was going to say, I was surprised he gave him all that big up with that speech. I was like, is he see the same game that I did? I think he should have got hauled. Same as Fatau. And I think he's lucky that he decided to put Silko on up top instead of him as a winger. Selfish, greedy, as they said. He did get about, but he's been bad also. The one thing I'll say as well, if you compare him to Fatau, for all the frustration you can say about Fatau, he got another assist today. Right, he scores goals. There's end products of him. Mavididi isn't doing that. He's too busy playing Call of Duty or whatever on his streams, man. He needs to... I don't know. I think it's weird. I think he's lucky that he didn't get pulled off the bench. I guess... pulled out of the 11. I guess because last time round, he did get withdrawn and Monga got put on. The manager's trying to say, it's not just you. I will replace both your wingers if you're playing bad. But honestly, he should have come off. So 5, I agree. That's what I will say,
he's terrible at gaming as well, by the way. Like, he's truly awful at gaming as well. So, Luke, Mavididi, me and Anil both given him a 5. What have you given him?
There's 2 comments here. First, Stipe, lazy, cumbersome, no flair. The one that's important is no ideas, and you put that in conjunction with he's playing angry since Enzo left. I think I've given him a 5. I agree with everything you guys said. I feel sorry for Steffi because I think that the biggest thing with him is he's in his head way too much. Those split seconds that mean everything in football are riddled in his mind of procrastination, too many step overs at the inappropriate times. He doesn't have that same confidence that he had under Enzo Maresca. I think it's a real shame to see because I think there's a brilliant championship player in there. Very good. I think another goal might help him, but to be honest with you, I'd be more than happy to keep Steffi, but I can't see him dramatically turning it around, unfortunately, unless he sees like maybe a sports psychologist or something. I don't know. I'm not going to slate him as a player. I genuinely believe it's mental with Steffi. I do.
Well, he was given a 5.8 by the viewers, 5.8 rating. So I think that was slightly generous, to be fair. But I understand there were times
he had a better second half.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
The guy who said there that our wingers have nothing to pass to, what do you want them to do? I disagree with that, especially late in that second half. Mavadidi had a few times where he could have laid the ball off to Monga, Silko Thomas, Page, and he instead tried to take the shot on himself. There was once in the first half where Luke Thomas made a wicked underlapping run. Even Locke said that's one of rare times that Thomas has made the correct run at the right timing, and again he didn't receive the ball. So that's where Luke is correct. He hesitates for that split second, and that's what catches him out. I hate to say, he actually does need to become a bit more robotic, which is a bit sad to say, but it's true with Mavadidi.
Yeah, right. The last starter of the day. And that was Jordan Ayew. I'll give him a 4.5 or a 4 today. I don't know about you, Anil.
I think you guys are a bit harsh. I understand why you'd give him that. I think I gave him a 5.5 or a 6, something like that.
Whoa!
Because I think he put in that's still average. That's still average, right? That's not saying you're good. That might sound like you're good, but it's not. But he did get about the pitch in the second half as well. He actually did start drifting out of where he's supposed to be a striker. But what we ended up doing, because he was drifting out, we ended up getting the ball a lot more often because we had an overload. And I could see there was a number of times in the game where like the Derby centre-backs were looking at one another and like, what are we supposed to do? There's no striker here. Do we push up or do we stay? And it actually gave us a superiority. So I think it kind of helped us. But ultimately, why everyone's is given the rating, which I can sort of agree, is that you just never really think he's going to score a goal. And I think the person who came on for him looked way better in the time they had it. But I think sometimes, don't say in the agenda or anything like that, but if you just look at it on the pitch, I think Ayew did work hard. He did win the ball back quite a few times. He did try to link the play. He did help out a little bit, but yeah, he just never looked like scoring. So a workman-like performance. So for that, I'll give him a 6, I guess. Yeah.
I think, yeah, I would go a 6 as well. Anil's right that he look today. He put in some good crunching challenges. He drifted over to the left, as you mentioned, that passage of play where he forced that overload. He was playing those beautiful triangle passing. It forced Derby, pull people out of position. We're able to rotate the pitch progressive from the left-hand side all the way to the right-hand side. And then we all kept the ball for a while there. But the problem is that like when you see moments like that, he's unable to get back inside the box in time and then re-receive it, which is a fundamental issue with Leicester City right now. But I will say this, though. I don't think he was honking today. I'll give him a 6 as well.
That quick comment about him being a defensive striker, I think that kind of sums him up. I would say, though, that the system we're doing, like if he comes out to like overload to be a winger, what's supposed to happen is that one of the 10 is actually supposed to push up and be the striker at that point. You're supposed to rotate. We just don't do it. Maybe it's because he's never in the frigging box, so they just give up for it.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Anil, I was meant to say something and you just completely re-jolted my mind. Thank you. That's why it's a fundamental issue. If someone else, if he does that and he drops deep to be that defensive striker and you're expecting one of the wingers to drop into space and make that run for him and the ball gets turned over, get caught out of position, now our pants are down. That was meant to be my finale to my point. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean,
yes, that's
Marty said Marty did call him a 9.5 actually.
Yeah.
At the start of the season, but the viewers gave him a 4.3. So 4.3 rating.
To be fair, he sums up the team, doesn't he? Which is like a striker that doesn't want to get in the box sums up this team. It's this team that doesn't want to score goals. So I totally understand it. Yeah.
I've seen a couple of people as well point out that Luke Thomas got a 8.1 man of the match on a couple of those FOTMob sofa score bits and bobs. So, yeah. Okay, for the subs, we won't do the whole cock tease thing of revealing the thing. We'll just go through them. So, Ricardo Pereira obviously came on quite early in the second half. 5.6 the viewers have given him. Do you think that's fair? I thought he For comparing to some of his recent performances, I think Ricardo did pretty well.
I think I gave him a 6 or 6.5. I think the team looked way better with him in it. He was pretty decent when he came on. Yeah, that's what I think.
Luke?
Yeah, I agree. I thought he was good, decent on the ball. Yeah, nothing. I think 6. It's hard to give like a proper good rating when someone comes off, but yeah, I thought we looked much better with him than Ricardo Pereira. Obviously, we could start with him because of the quick turnaround of game.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Okay, the next substitution was Lewis Page, 6.3 again. As we know, as Nil knows more than anyone, dealing with all the match ratings over the last few months. There's only so much you can do for substitutes, but 6.3 Adil for a sub 8 bad, is it? 6.3 rating. I think he did well, energetic.
I think he was. I think he was good when he came on, and the ball should have been laid off to him way more often. He could have been in. Like I said, the overall theme is that when him, Silko, and Monga were on, the biggest difference you saw is the team played way further higher up the pitch. Why? Because they pressed, they had so much intensity in their running, and they caused things. He was really keen to join in the 4-4-2. He was working super hard. Basically, what you're seeing someone there who actually wants to play for Leicester City and wants to be given that chance. So I keep saying to the manager, he's a bozo not to put him on and use them more often, especially when you're 4-0 down and the game is done. Fucking give these players a chance. They could get it back to 4-2 or something like that because they want to play for the club. So I was pretty impressed with him seeing there. I think, playing against a poor team made him look better. I do think that coming on against tired legs is always going to help, all these old cliches, but I was impressed with what we saw. And I am disappointed with the amount of minutes that he's been given this season, given that he actually got into team to begin with and then been pulled out and has been forgotten down the back of the sofa, and it turns out when you found him again, he's pretty decent. So I was impressed. He's the future of this club, in my opinion. Box to box with good technique and good attitude. We've got to get him into the team sooner rather than later.
Would you agree with that, Luke? Because there's a comment here as well from Bozza saying Page looks like he gets better the more he plays. There was another comment saying he's now ready to play more minutes, and with Ramsey injured as well now again, Luke, Page should be the backup for Bobby Reid probably.
Yeah, I start that comment for the reason, but I think that not only do I think he's ready, would you guys all agree that he looks one of the more confident players of the youth academy products that we bring off the bench? He doesn't look shell-shocked in this division. People argue, he hasn't got the... I hate this argument.
And he had 2 starts, didn't he? He had 2 starts earlier in the season.
Yeah, he did. He was keeping Dakova Reed out of the 11 because of those starts. I genuinely think he should be given a start the next game. I genuinely do. If JJ needs a rest, or if there's injuries across the board, start Page with a quick turn. I think he deserves it. He had a great moment to progress the ball at the pitch. His energy is electric. His positioning is super underrated too, by the way, guys. Like you called it earlier, Neil, about the structure of the youth academy, and the players are, you could say, somewhat robotic or regimented, but that's just the way football's been going. So if you're saying that possession football's on its way out, well, it was on its way in for the last, let's say, 6 to 7 years. And in that time, all these players have been trained that way in the youth academy. And it's starting to pay dividends. So I think if we're going to have the right manager come in, this is a player that could be proper unlocked in about a year or two's time. This guy we could be talking about getting a big move. So high ceiling for this kid. It's a 7 for me today just because of the time on the pitch, and I hope he gets a start.
Yeah, the viewers obviously gave him a 6.3. So the next player here now is Monga, Jeremy Monga, 6.4. He was given again a nil, just one of these young players who came on and put a lot of energy into it. I don't think he was kind of as good as Page, for example. I don't really think he was in the game too much, Monga, but I think he was okay. I would have probably given him a 5.5 or something for a substitute appearance.
Okay, I would give him a 6, but I think I agree. But he did work well with the other players. That's what's good to see him there. So that's something to remember, especially we should be doing that more often with half an hour to play. Put on the Avengers dream team together to play and bring energy into the team and intensity. And I think if Mavididi wasn't as greedy, he maybe would have got played in. So I don't think he was as good as the other two, but I think it was still nice to see him back in the team. Again, I don't like the fact that these really highly promising youngsters we've just forgotten about. You can see when they come on the pitch, they've got something about them. We need to give them minutes.
Yep, I completely agree. I think that he looked unfortunately, he got fouled a lot by his fullback. He was definitely fouled way too many times. And also, I don't think he looks as comfortable on the right-hand side as well. If it were me, I'd be starting Page, Monga, and Silko all next game.
All of them. Okay.
Yeah.
6.4 for Monga from the viewers. Moving on, there's 2 more players left, and we have Aaron Ramsey. And Neil, I think no fault of his own. I think 3.8 is unfair. Like, he played literally 90 seconds, like 2 minutes. I would have given him like a 1 just because of that. Maybe he got the pity vote. I think somebody gave him a 10. Travel Stick, I think, voted a 10, so that's probably up the number.
I gave him a 5 just because, like, I don't think you could say anything, but I feel sorry for him. But I think we got to send him back, as everyone's been saying. I mean, poor guy, man. But with that, I think I'll be honest with you, 2 years from now, I don't think this guy's going to be playing professional football. I feel bad for him, but if your hamstrings,
Ryan's going to come for you.
Yeah.
Well,
Ryan.
Unfortunately, you see this sort of thing happen before, but these days, football's like, unless he plays in like a really slow league where you just have to like do walking about. But these days, the amount of work rate you've got to put into press. What I really feel for him, right, is he's trying to. You can actually see that he's an athlete, so he actually tries to shift and get in and press and like really be intense. But that's killing him with his hamstrings. Apparently went down the tunnel through his gloves, and not upset the manager, just like he must be feeling like, what have I done to deserve this? Like, why am I always getting injured? And like I say, though, I think we got to send him back and get someone else in that position. Because if he's out for 6 weeks again, that's how long he was out last time. What's the point? Especially if he breaks down again. Like, we're wasting a slot. He'll be on big wages, by the way. He might even be on more than Jordan James, to be honest. He's a Premier League player. And Burnley, the reason they didn't give us a purchase option is they think he was going to be good enough for their first team. He played 1 game for them in the cup and I think was their man of the match. You can tell
if he stays fit, he would be.
Then that's the problem. So I feel bad for him because, like I say, I still think that he arguably is the best player we even have in the entire squad. He just can't show it. So what's the point of having him in the team?
Yeah.
Luke,
there's no buy-in option. There's no buy-in option. No, I would not keep him locked. I think, Ryan, you need to take your head out of the sand. This guy is not going to be a Leicester City player, even if he plays really, really well. If he plays really well for us on loan, awesome. He's done the job, but he can't do that because of his injuries. Burnley want to keep him. He was out all of last year as well, I believe, of his knee. Now his hamstring's gone. Neil's hit the nail on the head. He'll be like a Stefano Sensi kind of player for the next 4 or 5 seasons. Like, he may get 3 or 4 games a season, have an injury, rehab, then come back, re-injured again. Now all of a sudden the season's finished and then you're back to the drawing board and it's just rinse, repeat. And because of the player of his potential quality, he's going to have command a decent wage until he's had 1 injury too many. So send him back for me. I wish him well. I don't understand what Ryan's on about. I don't think it's harsh. We just spent all that time talking about how much of a high ceiling Page is and you want to keep this guy on the list, taking up wages, which we cannot afford to right now. Neil's right. He's possibly one of the best players in the squad, but he just can't show it. So why do you want to care if this guy keep coming on? Injuring him. Yeah.
The final player then is Silko. Now, I think like we give him a little bit of a bad rep sometimes because we say like, oh, fucking hell, because it's always like, why is he coming on over Monga? Or do you know what I mean? But you've got to say, Neil, like in all of the games he's come on, yes, in some of them he hasn't really done much. But I will say, just like what we said about Page, a lot of running, he's got pace, he's got energy, he doesn't really do anything wrong. He obviously scored a kind of lucky rebound goal as well, last week. I think he did. I think 6.3. I would probably put him like a bit higher than that. I think he's a bit closer to like where Lewis Page was today. I thought Silko was good when he came on.
I gave him 6.5. I think the first thing he did is he turned his man and ran and got him behind him, which Ayew didn't do all game long. He's fast, he can press, and I think it did work well with the other team. It's interesting though because obviously, so there's 2 things. One, you said when he comes on for one of the wingers, you're like, oh god, but he came on for the striker today, and in that respect, is that something to try? Is it something that you try him up front? Because if Carranza's not playing, maybe it's something to think about. I think because what I'll say, right, again, is that high energy, the ability to press and the pace that you can get in behind makes a big difference, in my opinion. I don't know how composed he'd be in a one-on-one situation. This team, unfortunately, doesn't make too many one-on-ones. So I was quite impressed with him. I do think, though, as everyone is saying, that it's not a surprise that when him, Page and Monga were all on the pitch together, they all played better. And that is the same thing that we saw in pre-season as well. So I think that's the trick. Like I say, I think the one time we'll find out for sure, someone pointed out earlier, is 10th of January is the FA Cup game. And I bet that he does start all 3 of them in that game. That'll be interesting to see. But that's kind of my disappointment, Locks, is I was hoping he might show a bit more balls. And I would have done this against QPR, is I put all of those youngsters on and say, just fucking work. Show me why you should be starting the next match, right? And I would still say that, yeah, I agree with this. I think that's a perfect comment. So I was quietly impressed. And to be honest with you, given how much of a tell Ayew has been, I think a good manager would actually start Silko in the next game. Even if he turns out to be terrible, then you bring Ayew on. But you need to be rewarding that. You need to be setting that message. We're saying, okay, that's what I want to see. When you come off the bench and you go on the pitch, you do what that guy did. You fucking ran his bollocks off, caused the threat, was giving the opposition defenders something to think about. So, yeah, good. I don't think it's the answer, but I like seeing it. So good from him for an academy graduate.
I mean, Luke, you've got a 19-year-old who was on loan at Wigan or something a year ago, coming off the bench as a striker over Julian Carranza. I think that says, a lot about Carranza, mate, and what Marty thinks of him. But would you agree with this rating, 6.3? Would you go a bit higher? What are you thinking?
No, I think that's fair. I think it's fair. I'd like to see him get It's another player that I think would benefit from a loan, just because I don't think we're going to play him unless he really turns a corner. I can't see him getting, consistent football, unfortunately, for us. Maybe we're seeing him come off the bench quite a lot, but like consistent starts. And I would like to see what he would do at a club that would rate him and just give him either the number 9 or just start up top, winger, wherever it may be. I just want to see him get a whole season. He might turn a corner and then come good for at least a position where we can make a sale, which would be pure profit because he's an academy product. I understand when people are a bit harsh on him. I don't think he's that bang average. I think he's still young. I still think he's got some development there. I don't think he's going to be a Premier League player by any means, but I definitely think he could possibly be, a championship player consistently for someone else. But let's wait and see.
He's this season's Casey McAteer, isn't he?
Yeah. So
yeah, could well be. The question about Suter, he's due to be back next month in January, so maybe a few weeks. Let's wait and see. But yeah, let's see. Right. Okay, we're going to end it there. Thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. Much appreciated. It's a late one, 10:30. Thank you for joining in on the match ratings as well. It will get better, so we'll see how that goes. And there will, of course, be weeks, like there always is, where we just don't do it because we can't be bothered. But we'll see. Yeah, it works well. So thanks to all of you guys. Thanks to Anil. Thanks to Luke. Thanks to Steve for sending his clip in as well. And we're also going to end the stream. Imran did send a clip in, so the out clip will be Imran's clip from outside the stadium. This week is going to be a bit patchy with content. We will still have a match preview coming out. Probably we play Thursday, right?
Yeah, weird one, isn't it? Yeah.
So we'll have a match preview on Wednesday. That will come out on Wednesday. Obviously, we'll have the watch long on Thursday, and then we'll be back probably Good Morning Foxes on Sunday. So only a couple of shows this week, but next from the week after in January, we'll be back to the usual five a week or something like that. So thank you. Cheers, Anil. Cheers, Luke, and let's hand over to Imran. Cheers all. Take care. Bye bye.
Right, blue tinted glasses, boys. Finally, we get a win, 2-1. An average performance, not great performance, but look, at the moment, just take the points. Derby is shit as well. But it looks like Marty has saved his job again. We're going to be stuck with him for another month or so now, I reckon. But yeah, look, let's get to the game. Scored early on, decored over Reed. Good finish after a right-footed cross by Fatawu. Derby equalised almost immediately after 3-4 minutes. And then, again, it was a 50-50 first half, and Jordan James bangs in a great goal, actually. A good finish in the end, showed some strength and puts it in. But overall, poor game. Both teams are shit. I don't know, it was still... it's not exciting anymore. The crowd's subdued. There was a little bit of atmosphere. But look, at the end of the day, look, we get the 3 points, right? That's what counts in the end. 3 points, that's what we needed. And this season's a write-off anyway. So look, let's take those points and see what happens against Sheffield United. What did you guys think? I don't know about Ramsey as well, right? Like, Ramsey came on for a minute, got injured. I want to also big up Luke Thomas today as well. I think he played really well, him and Skip. But again, we're missing a striker, and we need to get goals from our strike force. Like, we can't keep relying on Decord over Reed and Jordan James and Fatawu. Strikers need to start putting some goals in. Ali Madi, what do you think?
I got the prediction right. I knew those people were going to score, but it was like a 50-50 game. I don't think we deserve the 3 points there.
Yeah, so look, we'll see you guys at Sheffield United. Right guys, have a good one.